What's good? What's good? What's good? It's the top of the hour. Y'all know what it is. E2G Sports Network presents First Formation More Than Sports Talk. It's me, your boy Trey. Got my man Bishop, the GOAT. It's a whole vibe coming fall in with us this morning as we talk about some of the topics from yesterday's games and what's going on in sports. Maybe a slide in a little bit when it comes to the military and our lives here and there. Bishop, what's good with you this morning, brother?
WGO. WGO. What's going on? What's going on, fellas? How are y'all doing? How y'all out there doing in the sports world? It's, you know what it is, First Formation on this Tuesday morning. I just need y'all to know one thing, man. One thing, bro. That part we will never forget, baby. Y'all will never forget about what happened to them Vikings last night, baby. You will not forget about that, baby. That's what we do, man. That's what we do. I hope y'all having a great Tuesday. Had a great Tuesday, man. But that night was capped off with a major win for my squad. So, hey, let's stand up. Eagle fans, EAGLES, Eagles, stand up. Let's
So,
go.
you know what's interesting before we really get to NFL? We're going to double back to get to it, but I wanted to point out those hats that all them people got with them damn Eagles flying. You know what? I remember this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Earlier, before the NFL started off, we had a conversation in which we asked who were the most obnoxious fans in
football.
football, and y'all
Right.
was in the top 3. And
Mm-hmm.
so I could imagine hearing that EAGLE. You know what I'm saying? All throughout, because I know I got tired of hearing Seahawks during when the Seahawks, and so I could imagine what be going down
They
in
do.
y'all stadium
Every
during that time.
touchdown they sing the chant, and they said it last night after the game. After the game was won, there we go, baby. Fly, Eagles, fly to the road to victory. EAGLES, Eagles. Let's go, baby. That's what we do, man. That's what we do. Hold on, is somebody
Okay,
missing, bro? Is somebody missing,
he
man?
ain't
I
pulling
knew
up yet.
somebody. I knew. But guess what? If they'd have won, he'd have been in here bright and
Oh
early.
yeah, right here in purple and gold.
Let's go, Alvin. Let's go. You already know. Let's go, Eagle Crew.
See, you know what? If Alvin hasn't been on the phone, it had been on the. If Alvin hadn't been on before claiming to be an Eagles
Oh
fan,
yeah, yeah.
rocking, I would have something to say. But
12:30.
it's Alvin.
Okay,
It's plenty of time. Alvin has been on here plenty of times claiming his love and affinity for the Eagles, so we'll let him slide. So
let's go,
what
man.
I
That's
don't
right. I
want.
want to see all you. I want to see all these where these Minnesota fans at. You know what I'm saying? The Eric Smalls. You know, I
Oh,
want to see
you
all
called
these.
him out by name?
I got to, because
Called him out by name?
everybody wanted to talk all that noise. Everybody wanted. Oh, I'm gonna timestamp this. I'm gonna post your memes. Where these memes at, bro? For my Eagles, for my Sooners, where these memes at, bro? That's everybody talking about. I'm posting memes for when I'm holding up the number one. Post it now. Let's see the meme now. Let's get it.
So hopefully by the time we get to this NFL conversation, we'll have
Yeah.
Eric on. If not, then we just gonna have
I
to
need
drag him.
Ron on here too.
Drag
Ron, where you at, bro? Ron, I need you on here too, man. You know you rep with
Coach
us, man.
Wade, what's good?
Wow. Wow. Really? That's what we doing, Coach Wayne? Really?
So you're saying right?
Wow.
So hopefully you're saying you
Hey.
pull up, of course. So real quick, some things we'll talk about. You just
Mm-hmm.
funny you was talking about NCAA.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday we didn't get a chance to talk about or discuss it. And then additionally, it's something else I want to discuss because it's very disrespectful in my opinion. But we're gonna get to it. I know you're not gonna find it disrespectful, but I find it very disrespectful. But
Okay.
so right now where we're at is Herm Edwards
Mm-hmm.
is out at Arizona State's head coach.
Yeah, he
After
got fired on
After
Sunday,
a
I think.
one, yes, Sunday exactly. He's on Sunday. After a 1-2 start, Edwards was released. Of course, 26-20 over five seasons with the Arizona Cardinals. I mean, Arizona State Sun Devils. Um, if you didn't know, or those who can know, the school is currently under investigation as well. As
Mm.
they're being investigated for, I guess you could say, that's like mishandling of the students, and saying
Oh, okay, I do remember him.
culture and all that type of stuff. So I think it came out last year, and they're starting to deal with it too. I think Anthony Pierce, who was the defensive coordinator, was they said he was not susceptible to rules, and they basically did a lot of habitually line stepping and
Hmm.
all that, basically, in which now Herm Edwards out with I mean, technically a winning record. 26 and 20 is still a winning record, even though they consider it's the lower. They basically said the coach that was there prior to Herm Edwards getting hired has a
Hmm.
better win percentage than Herm Edwards does currently.
Good morning, Key. Good morning, Key.
What's
Don't
good?
worry, we're gonna talk
Look
about
at
it, Key.
y'all
We're gonna
pulling
talk
up.
about
Look
it,
at
Key.
y'all
We're gonna
pulling
talk
up.
about it, Key. Don't worry, it's coming. We're gonna talk about it.
So you have that. In any case, I thought it was a little shaky. Uh, okay, coach.
Got you, Coach Wayne.
Yes, we'll definitely do that. We gotta get a little what's called background, but we got you, coach, without a doubt, brother. So one of the thing, one of those things, in which we, like I said, we was it was kind of shaky already. I think hiring Herm Edwards. I ain't gonna say shaky hiring him. It's just a situation in which we basically Herm Edwards was on them old cats. You know what I'm saying? He hadn't coached in a while. Last
Right.
he had coached um last he had coached in the he had last coached in the NFL with the was I think Jets or something like that. And then he went to the booth commentation, and then he left and went to he picked up the job as a head coach.
Yeah,
Uh,
I want to say, yeah.
he came out hot the first, what I'm saying, pushing the line, went to a bowl game, and then
Hmm.
he never won more than 8 games, I believe, was what it said. Which I mean isn't saying nothing really if you look at the fact that it's only a 12 game season. So he consistently never won really more than 8 games or 9 games. Um, so I think it was already a little interesting to have hired him and brought him back into the fold
Hmm.
already. I mean, but of course, what I'm saying, everyone when you're looking at certain things, you want to try what it is to get your because the idea was that he was going to bring more of a pro style environment to Arizona State that would basically formalize and make them ready for the NFL and build a better program. Of course, all that didn't happen. Stuff like that is hard. And this, I don't know if you think the same thing, Bishop, because yes, it's Arizona State. It was Herm Edwards. He was bringing that, but him by himself is not going to make that happen. Like he wasn't one of those types. Like USC is a huge name in the Pac-12. UCLA, Oregon, Stanford, now Utah, those are huge names that have something behind them, whether they got a top tier coach or not. Herm Edwards wasn't enough of that to bring that to it, so it was like it was already a shot in the dark. If he had been able to produce that, it would have been good. But think about it. Uh, we just seen the other day where it was talks about Nebraska talking to Urban Meyer. So what I'm saying, those type of names, these big names brings brings notoriety to these organizations, presumably. And Herm Edwards was a big name at that point, but he wasn't going to be one of the biggest that's going to get kids to come. Just like I feel like it's going to be the same issue at some point with Brent Venables. Like Brent Venables is in a position to where Oklahoma's name is what speaks for it. I don't know if you agree or not. He has to play it to where people say,
He's got
"Oh,
to
I'm
live
not."
up to the Oklahoma
Yeah,
name.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He's not saying Brent Venables like who? Oh,
Yeah.
Oklahoma. Oh, Oklahoma.
Mhm.
He has to change that. You know what I'm saying? Or else it's like it's going to be a point to where you may not have the same type of players that y'all have currently because they're from left over from Lincoln Riley. Um, I'm very sure Stoops still has some. I'm very sure he probably recruits in the sly, or what I'm saying does. Why is it won't Stoops? Why won't he go back to the sideline in Oklahoma?
I have no idea. That's a good question. A lot of people have asked that question on why he won't return as head coach. I have no idea. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if it's because of his son, you know, playing, and maybe he wants to pay more attention to watching him play compared to and coach him more or as a one-on-one compared to trying to coach the entire team? I have no idea. No one has ever gotten an answer from Stoops about that. So I don't know. Good question. It is a good question though.
Yeah, so he's what saying so that type of stuff, but saying that's not what you have currently in there. It just so happened we ain't have it when we had Clay Helton. Of course, that's why you start looking for those, especially with your historic name in that area is like Trevion Amir coaching Oregon. Like what? Like it's like what?
Yeah.
Who's this dude? And then, so
Right.
you got to make it. And it's just although I've heard Brent Venables, but I mean for the most part, if
Yeah.
you're not,
Yeah.
yeah. But saying everyone knows the Stoops families, the Bowdens.
Right. Yep.
Saying like the Sarkeesians, saying or anyone
The
who came from,
hardballs.
yeah, anyone who's came from the Nick Saban tree, like saying
Yeah.
those names are some of those names aren't known until it's saying he was from the Nick Saban tree. It's like saying so, but it's just one of those things. But saying of course, good luck to everyone. Joseph out in Nebraska now, even though his first game was a throttle. Uh,
Hmm.
Although he said he texted on himself. And I
Hmm.
know you're probably gloating on the inside. He said he texted on himself, but I mean, honestly, you can't sit. But like that one interaction when they couldn't tackle the quarterback, when they couldn't tackle Dylan, that he can't take that on himself. That ain't got nothing to do with him. I mean, that's something like
Who?
a tackle. When the coach he took it on himself on the loss. I was like, you can
Oh.
say, I was like, that's just something you saying. That's just cliche at this point because you cannot account for the fact that they did not tackle Gabriel Dillon on that play when he ran it in for a touchdown. Like
Oh yeah.
that was not there. It's
It look.
not.
It's
Go ahead.
crazy. It looks crazy though, but that same run looks a bit familiar, almost like the run Jalen Hurts did last night. It
That
almost
is
looks.
that looks nothing the
It's
same.
ironic. No, it's ironic. He almost stepped out of both of them. Almost stepped out of bounds, and both of them put forth an effort to get in the end zone at the end. I mean, very similar. Both of them, boom, soon. That's what happens. You know.
No, I'm not. You know what? I'm not going to even go there with you. But what I will say, so let's talk about
Stay
what.
tuned. Stay tuned, Anthony. You think Maryland has a chance against Michigan? Stay tuned, bro. We gonna definitely give you our views about these upcoming week. What is it? Week 4 for college football. We about to
Is
go
it? Yeah,
into.
week 4. Week 4.
Yeah, because it's week 3 that we going into the NFL. Week 4. Hey, slow down. I feel like the weeks is multiplying. Don't let football go by too fast. Good lord.
It's
Week
trying to
4
get
in
rid.
college. Golly.
It's trying because that other college joint is coming.
What? What other
Uh,
college?
College basketball
Oh, yeah.
is on its way. So this is what has my goat up this morning, Bishop.
Mm.
No pun intended. Um, ESPN had a little one of the writers from ESPN. Let me make sure I get his correct name. One of the writers from ESPN came out with a top 33. Bill Conley, staff writer from ESPN, came out with a top 33 for the undefeated. It's 33 undefeated teams in college football right now.
Oh, okay.
33
Gotcha.
undefeated teams. And
Okay.
so Mr. Conley came out with a list ranking the top 33. Now,
Okay.
the coaches poll has a list that is what is verified as being the list when it comes to rankings until the CFP comes out. And then that becomes the predominant list that determines, um, for lack of a better term, the top teams in college football. So I'm gonna
Okay.
go over this list, Bishop, and I'm very sure you will tell me the clarities that you see. You're probably not gonna have a problem with this list. I have a problem with this list. So at number 33, top undefeated teams in college football. Number 33, Coastal Carolina. At
Okay.
32, Indiana. At 30, one of those blue bloods in basketball, Duke is
Duke.
number 31. I'm sorry, 31, Duke.
31. Mm-hmm.
At 30, James Madison at 2-0. Rutgers 3-0. Oh, Rutgers in it? What? What? Say it ain't so, Bishop.
Yeah,
Rutgers
yeah, the Ruck. Let's go. Stand up.
at 28. Another one of them blue bloods, Kansas, in which,
Big
mm,
12.
yeah. 28. They're number 12 in the rankings or what? They're 28 in this poll. 28 at 3-0.
I forget what they had. I don't know if they had.
Tulane 27.
Mm.
Syracuse, what? This
2-0.
is that
That's right.
3-0
They had a bit.
Syracuse.
They 3-0. That's right, 3-0. They
Hmm.
beat Purdue. They came back on Purdue this past weekend.
Yes, they're
That was a
three and
huge win.
0. 26 in the
Last
26 out of 30.
last second win for Syracuse on that game.
At 25, TCU, another blue blood, North Carolina, number 24 amongst the ranked, undefeated teams. Washington State at 23, Oregon State at 22, Wake Forest at 21,
Mm.
UCLA at 20. Florida State is number 19, number 18, Maryland. Iowa State, Bishop, watch out.
Yeah, Big 12.
Iowa State, number 17. At number 16, Arkansas. Now, interesting because Arkansas
Mm.
is exactly, they're number 10 in the coaches poll, but they're
Mm-hmm.
number 16 in this poll. At
Okay.
15, Washington. At 14, North Carolina State. At 13, Minnesota. At 12, USC.
Wow.
At number 11, Kentucky.
Wow. They got Kentucky above USC.
Another blue blood. At number 10, Oklahoma State.
Okay. Big
No,
12.
okay. At number
Yeah,
9,
that's right. That's about right.
Tennessee.
Ooh. Yeah,
At
Applewhite
number
would love that.
at number 8, Penn State.
Okay.
Number 7, our current position in the coaches poll. At number 7, Ole Miss.
Damn.
Yes. At number 6, Clemson.
Okay.
At number 5, Oklahoma.
Let's go. Boom as soon as let's go. That's right.
You know what? Instantly, I felt like I threw up in my mouth just now.
Let's go. Let's go.
At number 4, Michigan.
Okay.
Number 3, Ohio State.
Ohio
2,
State, number
Alabama.
2,
And
Alabama,
number 1,
Georgia. Let's go. We in the top 5. Let's go. Let's go. I'm
Of
with
course,
it. I like it.
of course, the reason I think what changed the tide in that, honestly, when I see, all BS aside, is they take in consideration strength of schedule. So
Okay.
that's strength of schedule. So of course, anytime the strength of schedule for the most part is going to push us back compared to
Everybody else.
Yeah, because it is what it is. Like we don't, even though there's 4 teams in our top in the from the top 25 that is in our conference, we're not playing all 5 of those teams. We're not playing all 4 of those teams. We don't play Utah this year. I don't. We might play Oregon, I think, and then of course Washington State and Washington. Well, not Washington State or Washington. I think we play. Or you might not play.
UCLA.
Yeah, well, we play UCLA, of course, but in the actual college poll, they're not in the college in the college poll. But it's only 33 teams in the country that are undefeated, in which I'm very sure that's going to probably diminish a little bit, especially when I think there's some teams that play each other, top teams that play each other this coming Sunday. Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday. So,
Yeah.
but you know what? It's going to continue. It's just going to be one of those things. Hence the reason why we have to move to the Big 12. Correction. The Big 12 don't want us over there. That's the problem. It makes no sense for us to go to the Big 12 anyway if y'all going to the SEC.
That's right. The dominant teams are leaving the Big 12.
So,
we're going over there to the best conference.
So the Big 12. But it makes more sense for us to go to the Big 10 to like get my choice wouldn't have been UCLA to go, but I think I would have went after Oregon.
Well, in the Big 10?
USC and Oregon would have been the move, not UCLA.
Nah.
But I guess it's also business involved because those
UCLA,
Los Angeles rights.
UCLA and Oregon.
That's cool because I was honestly sitting here thinking Iowa State and Texas, like. So it's cool. It's cool. I understand.
Yeah,
I get it completely.
Yeah, that would have been better. But either way, who did Michigan
Anthony, I don't know. Anthony, that's that BS. You know what? I think Michigan is the new Notre Dame. That's how I
Oh
feel
my
about it.
God, where's Ron at? Ron would have a problem with that, bro.
Michigan is the new Notre Dame. It's like
No,
Michigan ain't
Michigan
played.
is in the conference. Notre Dame isn't.
Yes, but Michigan ain't played no one yet. But yet they're in
Yeah,
the
but
top.
they
They're in
are,
the top
but they're
four.
going to. It's a
Yes, that's
matter of
true.
time.
They
It's
are.
coming.
They
It's
will. They got to
coming.
play Ohio State. They got to play.
Penn State,
Yeah,
Michigan
Penn
State.
State, Michigan State.
Oh, it's coming.
So, but they feel. I
It's
feel like
coming.
they're the new Notre Dame. Just getting passes just because.
Who has
Hey,
Alabama played besides Texas? That's
that's a
it.
good point.
Yeah,
But again, like you said, it's coming.
well, yeah, that's right.
If
It's
if
coming.
it what's good,
Good
Lestana.
morning.
Good
What
morning,
up,
sir.
Flat Frat? What up? What up? What up?
Yeah,
What up?
it's coming, like you said, without a doubt.
Yeah, it's coming. It is coming.
mm, so yeah, but definitely. So, real quick, going in. What's good,
What up?
James? What's
What
good?
up,
Good morning,
James? What
sir.
up, James? What up? What up? Good morning.
So
Good
going
morning,
in right
official.
quick before we get further into NFL because we got plenty to talk about in the NFL. I want to have a quick. So what I wanted to do is have a conversation real quick. As we know, the NBA season is less than 30 days away. So I just wanted to do something real quick. Bits of three different categories. I wanted to we talk about who we think are top five in the East are, who we think are top five in the West are, and then top five overall for the NBA for the upcoming NBA season. And then we're going to take a look at that. And then by the time the season starts, we're going to look at the list again and see has it changed any per that within the next 30 days. Um, so in the East, we'll go to the East first. I'm very sure I'm going to hear a little bias here, but who are your top five teams in the East?
In the East,
Yes.
top five teams in the East in no particular order would
No
probably
particular
be
order. Yeah, okay. I
right.
go. I was about to say that. Top
Top
five.
five. Top five would probably be the Brooklyn Nets,
How did I know?
the Boston Celtics, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Philadelphia 76ers. What is that? Five? Is that four? One, two,
That's four.
three.
Yeah, you need one more.
One more, right? Okay. Oh, and probably, probably
This dude's funny.
this. Probably the Chicago Bears. Probably the Chicago Bears.
Bulls.
Yeah, I mean Chicago Bulls. I'm sorry. Yeah, the
The
Chicago
Bulls.
Bulls. Yeah.
So, so I would go. I think I would go with
Hornets,
your.
Hornets, 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 Hornets. Man, if you don't get off here with this one, Stan.
So I think I would go with your first four, but
Mm-hmm.
I would
You
have
gonna
to
put in
even go.
Miami?
No, ooh, you know what? That is a
I thought
good one.
about Miami.
But you know
It
what?
was out of
But
my. It was out of Miami. Both. I mean, but Miami, Chicago, and Knicks for me.
I saw the Knicks definitely didn't enter in my mind, but in Miami didn't initially until you said it. But someone who did, Bulls did came across my mind. I would say the Bulls did, but then I'm also thinking Cleveland right
Cleveland.
now.
I knew you was gonna say Cleveland.
Cleveland.
I
I
knew you
even
was gonna say Cleveland.
Atlanta even crossed my mind for a
I
second.
saw Atlanta, but I think they're not up there in the top five. They're like at 6 or 7
Mm.
before
So
I put them
they
in.
would be in your top seven possibly.
Yeah, they
Top
make it
seven.
into 7. Yeah, they definitely make it into 7. Yeah, I put them in 7, but nah, not top 5. And then for my so you put Cleveland in that fifth
Yeah,
spot. You said
yeah.
okay,
Cleveland would be my fifth spot. What
okay.
about the West?
The West is Golden State,
Mm-hmm.
Dallas, Golden State, Dallas, Phoenix, Memphis, Golden State, Dallas, Phoenix, Memphis, and the Lakers. It's probably the 5 out
Golden
west,
State, Dallas, Phoenix, Memphis, and
and the
LA.
Lakers. Yeah.
You know what? I don't even honestly. It's sad to say I don't know if LA is in my top five, man. But
With the new additions, I got to put them in the top 5.
I'm going Golden State, of course. Memphis, without a doubt. I think at this point, New Orleans enters into my
I
top
can't
five.
until I see Zion. I can't put them there until I see Zion playing with McCollum. I can't. That's the only thing. That's why I thought about New Orleans, but I got to see what Zion's bringing to the table. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But
I
no,
just
you
got
good. And then you know what?
I
Actually,
got to see that. I got to see.
I think I will put in the Lakers, but only because in my mind I can't say the Clippers and not put the Lakers in there either.
I didn't say the Clippers.
Mm-mm.
Ooh, that's my mistake.
I,
That's my mistake.
I don't because I mean Luca is a problem by himself, but I don't think he's enough to put their team in the top five. But of course, like you said, once you start to
I
see
forgot about
because
the Clippers.
you got Minnesota that's probably going to be hot right now. You know, what I'm saying
With
it's a
with
couple
with
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 Rudy and
and
Cat and you know what I'm
yeah, Big
saying
Cat,
yeah.
yeah.
So you have
I
those in
forgot about the
general.
Clippers though. The Clippers got it. Clippers they deserve to be there. It with um not CP3 but
Oh,
Paul
Paul Pierce, PG3 and
PG
PG yeah
and
PG
Kawhi
and Kawhi and now
and
Wall.
Wall. Yeah, bro. I
Yeah,
gotta
so
put them in it. So I would probably remove what did I say? Golden State,
you probably remember LA.
Dallas. I said Golden State, Dallas, Philly, Memphis. Yeah,
Yeah, probably remember
yeah,
LA. I can
yeah. I'm
see
gonna
it.
move Lakers.
Like
Yeah,
as long you know,
probably
say
move
what's real
Lakers.
is what's real. You know, say until you know,
Yeah,
say everything starts to go down. You can't really say like some of those you can talk like Memphis. Even though we're going off of what they did last year, but we don't know if Memphis is going to be the same team. Um, Additionally, we know what Golden State brings to the table. Or at least we expect them to bring that to the table. Uh, Warriors, Memphis, New Orleans. I think New Orleans. I'm looking at even how New Orleans is if they had C.J. McCollum the whole time.
right,
Not even with Zion. Zion is just an added piece. What
right.
they did prior to without Zion, and they almost dispatched the Suns. Disrespectfully, I didn't even realize I left the Suns out. But you know what I'm saying. But I
I didn't
think
leave the
they're
Suns out though. I put the
yeah,
Suns
I
in.
did. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So,
okay.
you know what I'm saying? So it was like one of those things. So and then so it's like wow, like I don't know, bro. So when you look at it all together, what about the top all five? When you take
Top
from
five
conference,
out of both conference. I mean,
conference,
top five overall.
yeah,
Top five overall would be Golden State.
hmm I concur.
Golden State,
So what's funny is
Boston,
it's funny you say in no particular order, but in your mind you're saying them in the order.
in order, kind of. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Golden State, Boston, because
hmm
that was the finals last year. Got to kind of like put them in. Golden State, Boston at three spot because you almost want to put. I almost want to put Milwaukee at three because when Giannis and
Middleton,
Middleton as well as
Holiday.
Holiday, they are a force. So I'm gonna go Golden State, Boston, Milwaukee, Brooklyn. My 15. You know what? My 15, I'm gonna put. Under my 15, I'm gonna put the Clippers.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the Clippers. I am.
Goodness.
Yeah, I'm
That
sneaking
is
them in.
interesting.
I know. I'm sneaking them in. I got to, bro.
I think
I'm showing y'all right now all over text. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Mr. Collins. Thank you, bro. Warriors, Bucks, Dallas, Suns, Heat. Warriors, Bucks, Dallas, Sun.
see, you know, so
That's
I was about to
the
say something for a
Heat.
second till James said he's sharing this all over Texas. I don't want to alienate nobody. He'd be like, "Oh,
Yeah,
I this is the show." So
yeah.
no, real talk. So
That's. I mean,
unfortunately,
that's not bad. I see you. Definitely, I see you. I see you.
I I
Appreciate you.
in this one I can't. I'm not putting like the strongest team in Texas is I think Dallas, but they wouldn't be in my top five. I'm not saying they wouldn't be in the top 10, but they're not in my top five
Definitely in the
for
top
the
10, but not in the top five.
for
Yeah.
my top five. So and because like I said, Luca is the strength. That's no
It's just
different.
Luca.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Without
So
Luca, they're nothing.
but I think I will go. I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to be East eccentrically heavy, and
Mhm.
that's with uh Philly is one of them. I think I think
Okay.
James Harden, with a year under his belt, being in
Mm-hmm.
Philadelphia, is going to make a difference. Embiid probably got a chip on the shoulder because he didn't get the MVP last year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then, of course, what you got in Maxey is just that.
Tyrone
Uh,
Maxey.
yeah, so saying I think Philly is going to be a problem. So I will put them in the top five starting out. I guess you say a pre poll. Um, Golden State, of course, without a doubt. I mean,
No question.
until not, they're going to be a problem. Um, Memphis, I still think. What's funny though? In my opinion, Ja is to Memphis what Luca is to Dallas.
No, but see, that's the thing. Memphis done won some major games without Ja.
Without Ja, okay, yeah, true that. Yeah,
Without
that's
Ja.
true. Man, uh, that's three.
Mm-hmm.
My mind is telling me,
No.
yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. So my mind is telling me Cleveland, man. I just something keeps
Ooh,
on
you
saying
is high up
Cleveland.
on Cleveland,
Something
bro.
keeps on telling me Cleveland. Like they got.
You is high up
I
on
hope what
Cleveland.
happens is I hope Donovan goes over there, and as opposed
Oh,
to
that's right.
being
Donovan Mitchell went over
yeah,
there. That's right.
as
That's right. That's
opposed to
right. That's right.
being the top tier player, for him to go over there and mesh with the team, as opposed to going there like if LeBron it was in Cleveland, back in Cleveland now. It's like, no, what I'm saying, you're coming into this now. I don't need you. What in the world? What do we have here? We thought we wasn't going to see this man, and yet up jumps the boogie, and we have Mr. Eric Smalls has entered the building. We were just like,
Yes.
well, by the time we get to NFL, we ain't gonna see Eric. We ain't gonna hear from him. We gonna have to put an APB out. Y'all know back in the day how the kids used to be on the missing side of the cartons. They thought all that was going on. Everything we thought was going on. Of course, Eric, being a man of his word, pulls up to get this thrashing, this flogging, or whatever happens, if it happens. When we get to that NFL talk, we're gonna definitely want to hear Eric's points in which what happened. We're
Trey,
almost
I gotta
there.
change
Eric,
my.
what's good with you this morning,
Hey man,
brother?
I gotta change my background real quick, bro. I just gotta
Well,
change my
hey
background.
man,
What real quick, bro? Real quick, man. Let me just do this real quick for y'all. Let me do this
you
real
good,
quick for
brother.
y'all,
Leave your
man.
background like it is.
Man, I'm just no, we ain't good, we ain't good yet. Nope, we ain't good yet. No. Let me do something real quick, y'all. Let me do something. Don't
This,
can I be myself, baby? Can I be myself? Oh shoot. They jack me up, man. They jacking me up.
oh my
It's good to
goodness.
see you though, Eric. It's good to see you, sir. It's good to see you, sir. That
Oh
man, that
man,
man,
had some meetings.
Oh, yeah,
that
that's what's up.
man.
You a businessman. You got it going on. The CEO, Mr. CEO, of course. Uh,
Let me move out the way real quick. Let me go and get out this way real quick. Mama, there go that man again. Mama, there go that man again.
So you know what? When we get to it, we gonna talk about it because it's some things to be talked about, of course. So yeah, but yeah, I think that's what it'd be. I think Cleveland, and then of
Mhm.
course
Who's
last.
your fifth one? Yeah, who's your fifth?
I think it would be. Let me see. I got Golden State, Memphis, uh, Cleveland,
So you leaving the Sixers and Milwaukee off?
Sixers.
Oh, I think you did say the
I
Sixers.
think I
Yeah.
think it would be Milwaukee. I think it have to be Milwaukee. That would be it. That would be it. Uh, Hold on for a second.
Oh,
We,
he said you said Philly five,
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
five.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay, appreciate you, Mr. Collins. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate you. Yeah, Eric, we was trying to see, talk about the NBA, who we feel, excuse me, with all the changes and all the additions and subtractions from certain teams, who we feel were the top five in the East, top five in the West, and then the top five overall in the NBA. If you want to chime in and let us know who you think the top five are in the East, West, as well as overall, you feel free to do so, sir.
NBA man, I hate how they create these teams where everybody want to be a power team, and they
Hmm.
allow these creations to happen. I,
Yeah, these super
I'm
teams.
more of a yeah, man. As long as the trade options is open, you can't really
Hmm.
pick up the 5 teams yet. 'Cause I thought,
Hmm.
oh, five. Let me see in the East. You got the obvious two.
That part, which I'm assuming you saying the Golden State Warriors and the Lakers. Oh, you said the East. You said the East or the West? What did
Yeah.
you start with? The East.
Well,
You
yeah,
started with
that's
the
the West. That's the West. But you got Milwaukee. You got the Bucks.
okay
You
East.
got who else putting the team together? What's your team?
The Brooklyn Nets in the
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna do good, but
yeah.
they uh did for the East for real. Got over there.
The East. So my teams from the East was the Brooklyn Nets, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Boston
I
Celtics.
look it up.
Yeah, my East team was Boston, Milwaukee, Brooklyn. Who did I say else? Oh, the Clippers. I mean, not the Clippers. The 76ers and the Chicago
Yeah.
Bulls. That's
Yeah.
who it was. That was my East teams. Yeah, Boston, Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Chicago, and Philly.
Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my East. I think Trey went different.
Take
He
out
went
Chicago, it's
Boston.
gonna be the same 14 for the next couple of years.
Right, right. And I think Trey went with Boston. Trey went with Boston, Milwaukee. Who did he go? I think he went with Memphis. No, not Memphis. Memphis is not the East. Memphis is West. He went Boston, Milwaukee. I don't think he put Brooklyn in. I think he put in and Phoenix. I think he put in Phoenix. I forget who Trey put in. Trey put in five. I forget who his five was. And then he was just talking about his overall all
Oh,
five
Phoenix,
that he had. Hmm.
you said Phoenix Suns, Devin Booker.
Yeah, Devin Booker and CP3. Yeah, and DeAndre Ayton. And they picked up. I want to say they just picked up somebody too. Yeah, the Suns. I feel like the Suns gonna be. That's out west. I didn't mean to say Phoenix Sun. I'm sorry, Phoenix, and that's out west. The Suns definitely is a contender out west. My west team was Golden State. My west team was Golden State, the LA Clippers, um, the Golden State, LA Clippers, the Phoenix Suns, the Memphis Grizzlies, and what was that? I think that was my. What was my fifth? One, two, one,
You said the Lakers?
two. I did
Clippers.
say Lakers, but
He said he took off the Lakers and
yeah,
put the Clippers.
yeah. But who's my other four? It was Golden State.
Golden State, Dallas, Memphis, the Clippers, and
Dallas.
No, it wasn't Dallas. It was Phoenix.
Phoenix. Yeah, Phoenix.
Phoenix. Yeah. Dallas, I said was up close, but I wasn't Dallas. Wasn't it Memphis?
Yeah,
Memphis.
Memphis, Golden State, the
Phoenix.
Clippers, Phoenix, and yeah, Dallas. Dallas was one of them.
Was Dallas one of them?
As for
Oh,
the fifth in the West, for a five in the West.
okay.
Yes, yes. So definitely. So you know what? Let me see. We had 40 an hour and 20 minutes for NFL talk. I think we can do that. We can make that happen. First and foremost, before we get into these two games from last night, I want to sit up and, of course, we want to sit up and make sure and send a shout out to Buffalo cornerback Dane Jackson. As we all, if you was watching the games last night, he was hospitalized after a hit from his teammate Tremaine Edmonds, in which he missed the wide receiver Treylon Burks and hit Dane, and It was I can say horrific, but of course it wasn't the best. And he like caught him square, in which his extremities he's able to move all extremities. And was but he was carted off, taken to the hospital, and is being monitored. Did y'all see the hit?
No, I did not.
Yeah, it was bad. I
Was it?
caught. Yeah, I
I
had
missed
caught it.
all of
I
that.
had just literally. I was at a football practice last night, and I decided to look on the app on my phone, and that's what was going on. They were showing it. I was like, oh yeah, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad.
They run the
Wow.
they run the ambulance on the field.
Oh, really? Yeah, no, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
caught it.
they
I was
didn't
like,
caught them all.
oh
They run the ambulance
yeah,
field.
yeah. And that brings up is like, see, it'd be that type of stuff. Like it was necessary. Why would it even a hit? Like Burke was down, and Jackson was on top of him. Why would you even go and do that? Like it was unnecessary. Almost like
Oh,
he would
okay.
have drew a flag had he not hit Dane.
Mm,
It would have drew a flag because he was down. I don't think it was a situation where he had missed him. He was down on the ground. Like it was
hmm.
unnecessary. And like you
Okay.
said, he completely missed. The receiver and smacked it into his corner.
His own play.
Yeah,
Wow.
a neck injury.
Oh, wow.
But of course, in other injuries, it was a fracture to some a couple of teams psyche. I'm sure after the thrashing. Starting off first with the
Hold on.
Buffalo Bills.
But real quick, we have
Yes.
to talk about this real quick. We
Oh,
spoke
okay.
about it. Yeah, yeah. Mike Evans has been suspended one game for Sunday's altercation. So we all know Trey talked about it yesterday about the fight that happened between Mike Evans and some players from the New
Lattimore.
Orleans Saints. Lattimore, who got ejected. We do know we had a New Orleans Saints fan, Chef, Mr. Chef, was on here yesterday who was upset. Mr. Chef, you see, Mike Evans did get suspended. Like Trey said, something was going. Mike Evans probably gonna get suspended. He did. He got
Yeah, but
suspended
he
for
ain't
one
one.
game.
That's what he ain't. It don't do no good because, well,
Right.
I
For a
guess,
couple, Mr.
yeah,
Chef
because
said
they're not.
he,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
they're
because
not playing
it's
good.
not helping the team. Right.
It's
It's
not
not
helping
helping
the
the team.
team. They got the
His
L
team out.
already. Yeah.
Right. But Mike Evans is appealing this suspension. He is appealing this one game suspension. I actually finally got an opportunity after the show to see what
To go look
actually
at the
took place.
fights.
Yeah, and Mike Evans probably should get suspended for that. I don't see how he's going to appeal that. There's nothing for him to appeal, in my opinion. So yeah.
Fournette should be a suspension
So
too.
I don't know.
He's
I don't
probably
know
gonna
if
get a
Fournette
fine for
fine. I
being
feel like Fournette
suspended.
should get fined. I don't know if he should be suspended because he really didn't do. He didn't throw a punch, unlike and Mike Evans came off the field and did what he did. Leonard Fournette was already there, and the dude threw a punch at Leonard first.
No,
So
Leonard
yeah.
pushed him first, and then he threw the punch.
Well, I mean, okay, but the punch. But that's what I'm saying. He threw a punch first. Leonard just pushed. He didn't throw a punch. He pushed. There's a difference. So that's what I'm saying. Oh boy, threw a punch first. So I feel like Leonard Fournette should probably get fined, not necessarily suspended. Like I said, like Mr. Chef said, Tom Brady did go off into he went off into the bushes back in the background, and the whole fight was about him. But either way, yeah, that's where we are right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all that was
So,
about.
which that's what, and that's as I
all
was
that
about
was
to say.
about, bro. That's all that
Like
was
Key
about.
just said, Tampa Bay has signed wide receiver Cole Beasley to the practice squad. That gives me, even though it's not the same Brady of old, but that Cole Beasley connection gives me Edelman and Mendola. Yeah, it gives those vibes of, let's say, Welker
But he's
vibes.
not a Mike Evans. Yeah,
But yeah,
Cole
he's
Beasley's
not.
not a Mike Evans though.
Yeah, but he's those people with the intermediates, and maybe this might be more conducive to Tom Brady's style of play with Cole Beasley. And in my opinion, Cole Beasley is a little faster than Welker, and well, not Mendola, but he's faster than Welker and what's his name?
That's the Cole Beasley that used to be with Dallas, right?
Yes, the same one that was last year. He was
Buffalo.
in Buffalo.
Right.
And which I don't understand why Buffalo ain't resigned. Probably because Gabriel emerged, but he's not. He's definitely not. Gabriel is a wide out. Cole works the middle and the intermediates in the slot. But now it might be a barrel of riches for Tampa Bay. Tampa doing what they usually do.
And TV Swift gonna use that man great against Green Bay.
Oh yeah, that's his
and
bread
that's
and
what they
butter.
got this week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tampa Bay got Green Bay this week, right? Yeah.
So that linebacker blitz that Green Bay known for, don't work.
Yeah, you have to set up again.
Right behind you.
Right behind that blitz.
Right behind the blitz.
Right behind that blitz.
Eating it up. Dink and dunk.
Yeah.
So now back to this real quick. Buffalo, 41-7.
Thrashing.
I thought we was
Tannehill,
bad.
Tannehill, 11 for 20, 117 yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Malik Williams got in. They ain't do no better. He was 1 for 4 for 6 yards. Hassan Haskins, 9 carries for 37 yards. Derrick Henry was 13 carries for 25, lockdown, although he did get a touchdown. Malik Willis was 4 for 16. Tannehill was 1 for 2. When it came to receiving, Traylon Burks, 4 receptions, 47 yards. Robert Woods, 4 receptions, 39 yards. Austin Hooper, 1 for 19. Nick Westbrook, 1 for 13. And Kyle Phillips was 1 for 5. Of course, when you look at the other side of the ball, Josh Allen, 26 for 38, 317 yards, 4 touchdowns. Case Keenum came in really relief. He was 0 for 2. James Cook, the brother of Dalvin Cook, got more going on than Dalvin did. James Cook, 11 carries, 53 yards. Devin Singletary, 6 for 19. Zach Moss was 3 for 17. Allen got 1 for 10. Stephon Diggs, 12 receptions,
Killed it.
148 yards, receiving 3
3.
touchdowns.
That boy killed it. Whoever
Jake,
has Stephon in a league, boy, he killed it.
We should
Jake
have kept that
Kimbrough,
man.
2 receptions, 50 yards. Dawson Knox, 4 receptions for 41 yards. Isaiah McKenzie, 2 for 37. Reggie Gilliam, 2 for 17 with a touchdown. James Crowder, 1 for 16. Devin Singletary, 2 for 2. Basically, he was thrown all over the ball. So Gabriel was not missed.
Gabriel Davis, man. Oh,
He was not missed at all.
Forgot to swab him out.
Gentlemen, with that game, what did you is Buffalo? Do you think in this case is Allen to
The real deal.
Diggs the most dominant duo right now?
I won't say the most dominant duo, but they damn sure close. If not, they right there.
I'm not saying duo. I'm saying Buffalo. That team
It's a
as a
force.
whole
Is a force. The
they
boys are scary.
came together, man.
Yeah,
If you ever want to see a team come together and play, that team got it, man.
They a force, bro.
That team is playing football, man.
He said they got a word out
They
for
have
their
mastered it. They got it. Man.
Yeah, they got that, bro. Question: we see Henry and Taylor playing, so
That's
who's the best
crazy.
running back? Yeah, they man, Josh Allen, man. This dude here is phenomenal, man. This dude plays lights out, bro. The way he facilitates that field, bro. Josh Allen is that dude. That dude is something serious. Josh Allen is that dude.
Speaking on that, don't nobody speak on their coaches for real. I don't know really what they coaches, because they don't highlight their coaches like that.
Right.
But the coach's game plan be on
bro.
point every time.
They doing their homework.
It works.
Man. Yep, they doing their homework. They doing their game film studies because they went out there and thrashed all of Tennessee. They gave them a straight royal whooping.
Straight royal. Whatever they had to play, they walked out there, they did it, and it worked.
And executed with perfection. They went out there and skull drugged them boys. Bishop, what did I say, Bishop? You said Diggs and Allen not the best duo, so who's better than them right now? I'm not saying they're not the best. I'll say they probably right there. I'm gonna say they're right there.
As of right now, I don't even think nobody's.
Hold on.
Not even. That's not even close, bro. It's not even close.
How is not close? How is not close?
Like we'll get to it in a second. I don't think they're not. It's not.
Of course you don't think so.
I'm completely we're going to. I'm completely unbiased in this situation. I don't think I was
a lot of duos now.
Yeah, there is. But ain't no one performing like this, dudes. And I don't think the next close. It's no one close at this point, man. I don't think it's anyone close.
What?
I don't think.
So before last night's game, before last night's games, Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson weren't even close before last night's game.
Nah.
Wow.
So are you saying? Okay, like I said, we gonna get to it. We finna get to it. So that way we gonna say we
AJ Brown and that boy, that's a duo.
Yes, but are they potent like that? Like that duo in Allen and we're gonna get to it. Hold on, let's get to it.
Let's
Let's
get to
get
it
to it.
then.
This is a
You
this
can't
is a
now if it's not consistent, don't mean it's not a goal. They gonna
right.
bring
Yeah, I get
consistency
it. I
every
get it.
week.
Yeah,
Right.
I completely. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Right.
That true. That true.
Facts.
That. So of
Right.
course, last night the Philadelphia Eagles took on the Minnesota Vikings. Both were undefeated when they met up. Only one could walk away with that title still, in which the Philadelphia Eagles walk away 24-7. Kirk Cousins 27 for 46, 221 yards, one touchdown, three interceptions. Not all his fault necessarily, but we're gonna get to that.
Whoa.
Kirk
Every last
Cousins,
one of them was his fault. Every
Kirk
last one of them was
Cousins,
his fault. Don't
2
do that.
carries for 20 yards. Dalvin Cook, 6 for 17. Jalen Rigger, 1 for 17. Alexander and Madison, 2 for 8. They was dragging Rigger, man.
Every time he brought his butt out there on the field, we was booing his ass. Boo!
Oh, yeah, he had a little run. He got a little first down run.
Yeah, he
backside
did. Yeah.
Number 9, receiving Adam Thielen was 4 for 52. Justin Jefferson was 6 for 48, although Slay had him on house arrest. Irv Smith 5 for 36 with a touchdown.
Stop reading numbers, bro.
Johnny Mutt 2 for 28. KJ Osborne 2 for 25.
Let's go.
You gotta read the numbers. This all
the Eagles, Jalen Hurts. This dude, he was cooking last night.
Lights out, bro. Lights out.
26 for 31, 333 yards, one touchdown, one interception. Miles Sanders was 17 carries, 80 yards. Jalen Hurts was 11 for 57 with 2 touchdowns. Boston Scott 4 for 19, and Kenneth Gainwell 2 for 7. Dallas Goedert 5 receptions, 82 yards. Devontae Smith 7 for 80. AJ Brown 5 for 69. Quez Watkins 2 for 69 plus a touchdown, which that was the majority of that play. Zach Pascal's 2 for 14. Kenneth Gainwell 1 for 11 plus he was the reason why Jalen Hurts got the interception. In-state is yeah, it's not the same. They're not the same. Hurts to AJ Brown is not the same as Allen to Stephon Diggs. That's it. That's just clear. Even Cousins to Jefferson. Jefferson was locked down for whatever reason. Whatever was going on, I don't know. Was it the defense? Was it the line? What was going on? Eric, go ahead. You got the floor, brother.
Big play, Slay.
I'm gonna speak on that first, though.
Okay.
When you look at the quarterback and receivers, you got to realize one Buffalo game plan is to get Stephon Diggs the ball.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Eagles game, Buffalo, our original game plan, Eagles game plan, and our game plan was to run the ball. Eagles wanted to run. They didn't have to because that little shell defense we ran, they were just playing pitch and catch. When your quarterback go a whole half without an incomplete, why would you run the ball? So they never got what they really wanted to do. That was run the ball. Mm-hmm. Our game plan was not to get the ball to our receiver. So that was only different. It was to run the ball. But overall, man, the Eagles had our number in every aspect of football, man. Except for special teams, they had us numbered. What made me mad, our defense never changed, bro. This little shell defense, it's cool. It worked against Green Bay.
Right.
And I get it, it's to prevent the deep ball, but that snuck one by.
That part. And I
told you. Snuck one by. But, hey, man, I give props what props is due. We got out coached. We got outplayed.
But you know what?
Quarterback went back to the old self. Yeah. I don't know what he was doing. Every deep ball was blitzed 2 times.
He threw the ball.
Same.
Yeah.
He just dropped back and floated the ball.
They was bringing the 6
no
man.
Hot route. No ball in the air.
So you know what?
Everyone to throw the ball, you threw a Slay side of the field.
That part. He kept trying to pick on Slay. Why he kept on trying to pick on Slay, I don't know.
Pete Gay. He was trying to pick on Slay because he had his all pro wide receiver over there. Justin Jefferson was not making a fighting attempt for anything. It was like, okay, the ball's in the air. I'm behind the corner. It looked like it's not going to get to me. Oh, the hell well. Justin Jefferson didn't have it. He took Slay took his heart.
Because Slay was in his pocket,
If that's
bro.
the case, if that's the case, our goal line receiver is not Justin Jefferson. Our goal line receiver he had 26 touchdowns in the red zone.
Here's the reason why he was the top receiver.
He only had 2 catches yesterday.
Here's the reason.
Yeah.
Oh no, he had 4. He had 4. Yeah.
If they show you, they both linebackers are blitzing. They showing the blitz. They not hiding it. They telling you, I'm coming.
Yeah, they were 6-man blitz.
Why would you even look at it? You should not be throwing a blitz. When you see a blitz coming, you should not be throwing it to your farthest receiver.
And the first one,
basic common football.
I don't think it was the first touch. I don't think it was the first one in that iteration. And I would feel a certain type of way if I was Hicks. I was like, yo, I just sit up and, I tried my damnedest to get to. I was like, our offense has been dismal. I tried my damnedest to score on this, and I couldn't get it. But I put you within the 9-yard line. 9 yards, 11 yards. I put you on the 11-yard line. This should be 6. The first time Kirk Cousins dropped back, he never looked to the right where the blitz was coming from, where he had 3 receivers. Like Eric said, no hot route. You know what I'm saying? He could have once he said he could at least sit 1 in 2 different intermediate rules, or he could have sent the 3 of them, 1 to the inside, 1 to the outside, and 1 up the middle, so that way he could plant, just let it go from what he's seen, and just take the hit. It was just I think it was on Cousins, like you said, but additionally I think it was on Jefferson too. You expect your man to fight for it or make an attempt. 2 in a row, like you see, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give you the ball. You my top receiver. I'm trying to give you the ball. I need you to sip and pinch somebody for the most part. Slay, he tried, and then not to mention that they probably went back to Slay the second time because he was injured from the first time they went against him, and he thought
Darius was hurt.
Yeah, he waved him off and he was limping, and then you go right back to it, and it's the same thing.
So Darius Slay had an opportunity to have 4 picks.
Man, I listen to that.
But he had 4 opportunities to get an interception. He ended up with 2, but he had 4 chances at an interception.
Mm-hmm.
1 and 2. One of them could have. Well, it wouldn't have been a back-to-back. But I'm saying the second interception Darius got was right before the play. He almost had an interception the first time before. Like Trey said, when he got hurt, he landed wrong, and Slay he waved old boy off. And Kirk Cousins, he just really wanted to try Darius. He was really into trying Darius last night. He wanted to prove it was like Kirk Cousins and Justin had talked before the game. It was like, hey, we finna put Darius Slay on notice. It was like they talked about it because he kept throwing to Darius' side, and Darius kept picking him off. So I mean,
just under pressure, he just seemed to just want to throw it to that man. Last year he got away with it a couple of times. He threw some old flow. And,
right.
Now again, I think his Green Bay last year, he came down with it, so it worked. But that's come on, man. You don't throw it to the best cornerback. I don't care who you is. You don't float the ball to the best cornerback side because you've been blitzed.
Right.
And we in goal line, throw the ball lane.
That part.
If a short pass ain't there, just throw it away. Throw it through the end zone.
That part.
Float the ball. We had the ball in the red zone 4 times in the second half. No point. Even though the game was 24-7, we actually had a lot of to make it.
Man, the opportunities ain't the word, because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be completely honest, right? Let me keep it completely 100, bro. I even though we got that win, I'm very disappointed, and I'm gonna tell you why. Penalty yards, penalties kept y'all close in that game. We had penalties after penalties after penalties after. How many times did we have an illegal blocker down, an illegal receiver down the field? 5 times, 4 times. God, bro, like 6 total. Yeah, I'm like, come on, man. Like, how are we continuously making the same mistake back to back to back? Then there's holding. Then there's the pass interference on the offense. And which wasn't the pass interference that they called on Devontae Smith. It was a BS call, but they gave him the pass interference. I was like, come on, bro. Then Jalen, his one interception is because Kenneth Gainwell let the ball pop off his hands and it goes into an interception. I will say this: Jalen Hurts played lights out, bro. Jalen Hurts played lights out. There was nothing. They wasn't putting a whole lot of pressure on
Quarterback.
Jalen. He was doing what he needed to do. He made the reads. There was a lot of reads that he did miss. It was some reads he really, really missed. I will say, like I said, I'm happy about the win. However, it wasn't very, very, very impressive. I was impressed with what Jalen was doing, but however, there's definitely needs rooms of improvement. There's passes in which he missed Goddard wide open across the middle. There was other passes where he missed AJ Brown. There was passes that he missed even Devontae a few times that were wide open and he dumped off to Sanders or Scott. But either way, we'll take the W, but there's definitely room for improvement. Without questioning, he definitely Nick Sirianni definitely need to get on board with his offensive line and find out what the deal is. Why we keep these dumb penalties? Oh man, I was so pissed about the penalty because I felt like y'all was just a touchdown away from changing the whole tide of the game. It was 14-7, then it was 21-7. I was like, all they need, and then we threw what was it? The interception. I was like, man, they still can get in this game, bro. They can still get in this game. I was like, man, we gotta be smarter than that. We have to be smarter. Oh, y'all blocked the field goal. Y'all blocked the field goal. Y'all blocked the field goal. That's what it was. Y'all blocked the field goal. That was the other one. I was like, come on, man. Good Lord, bro. Like, man, we should have had just as many points. Yeah, dropped the touchdown.
Turnovers put y'all in position twice, and it just didn't happen. So I can see where it could be from both of y'all, where there could be some disgust and angst into it because it was there. Like, I mean, 24-7 isn't a blowout to where you can't, where you're untouchable. And then when you take into consideration, Jalen Hurts scored 2 of the touchdowns came on Jalen Hurts running. 1 of the 2 was when he looked like he was about to go out, and then he cut back inside. And then they allowed him up the sideline, and then he kind of like just bullied his way into the end zone. When you take those into consideration, like the game could have been different. It's just I think the issue was Minnesota's offense wasn't. I don't know what the offense was going in for the most part. They
couldn't find out a run with Dalvin.
Yeah, couldn't run.
Yeah, they couldn't do anything, bro.
And then Jefferson, he
couldn't defense, man. Like,
yeah,
the boys was playing pitch and catch, man. Like any quarterback, anybody that ever played quarterback could have passed on that defense. And that just shows you.
I will say that he right. Then y'all stayed in that same defense the whole time. Y'all did not make any changes. Y'all never made any changes.
Only reason it worked against Green Bay because they had the rookie receivers that didn't know how to run inside the zone of a
and stop. Yeah, right. And stop.
These receivers, they wasn't really doing slants. They was waiting until the quarterback looked at them, then they cut in just so they can beat the linebacker to the ball. And it was wide open every time. I was like, bro, you're not going to change the defense at all? We still 15 yards off the ball?
Now you got to look at it. Hurts had those runs in which he ran a bunch of times, design runs. So obviously they were checking the defense to see, in which they checked the defense. They knew they did exactly what they wanted to. They took what the defense gave them, and that's what it was. That's where they was at.
Yeah, we had 60 yards in penalties, bro. 60 yards in penalties. That's
your
ridiculous.
Quarterback goes 15 in the first quarter. That means your defense needs to change, bro.
Yeah, 15 for 15. He had no incompletions at one point for a while. Jalen was methodical with it, but he was giving he was taking what they was giving him. Just like Eric said, he was taking what they was giving. He threw that one deep ball to Quez Watkins, but other than that, he really didn't throw no deep balls. He was taking them dumps right there in the middle of the zone. Dumps and runs right there in the middle of the zone. They hit him in that zone. Devontae and AJ would sit right there in the middle of the zone, and he'd catch him every time, right there in the middle of the zone, every time, right there in that little U that they kept talking about.
Be honest, man.
Be
honest, Bishop. Be honest.
Okay.
Now, I'm not knocking y'all wins. Y'all played as out coaches.
Yeah.
Would you say your team is playoff like Super Bowl bound?
Not Super Bowl bound quite yet. What I'm saying, like I said, what I said, we should have beat y'all worse than what we beat y'all because, I said, penalties killed us. We didn't even score the whole second half. All the points came from the first half. We did not score the entire second half of that game. That's unacceptable. You are not winning nobody's Super Bowl not being able to score a second half. You're not winning
So-
a playoff game, not be able to win the second, put no points up second half. So no, we're not. We're definitely not there yet.
So
We
would
got-
y'all say? Would you say that Philadelphia beat the Vikings or the Vikings beat the Vikings?
No, we beat the
We got,
Vikings.
I said we got out close.
Yeah, we definitely beat the Vikings. I'll say that. I just feel like we definitely it should have been way worse than that. I feel like we should have put way more points on the board. Our defense, like I said, we had mental mistakes, a whole lot of mental mistakes. Those offsides, those holding penalties, and definitely the illegal receiver downfield. Come on. Like, how often do you hear that? Especially as many
was
times.
y'all running for them? Exactly what plays was y'all running for that anyway? Oh, the screen plays?
So those screenplays, yes, the screenplays, yeah, and it was taking so long for the screenplays to develop. By the time he threw the ball, the lineman was 2 to 3 yards, because lineman could only go 2 to 3 yards past the line of scrimmage, and he was 5 or 6 yards down the field. So they was like, yeah, they tossing that flag every chance they got.
So on the touchdown, the second touchdown that Jalen Hurts got,
Dano,
was Kelsey eligible receiver, and he was out trying to get out into the pass, or who
right.
was it? Okay,
right.
so he was a lead blocker, but he was
not Kelsey. Got it.
It was Goddard. Okay,
got it.
It was an old jump on my defense. I ain't called it.
Yeah, got
yeah, but because he kept running, he's like he looked. They said he was trying to get the flag, and then he looked, and he's like, oh, he's running, so he started blocking.
Right. Yeah, that was Goddard. That did that. Yeah. But I mean, man, shouts out to the Vikings defense trying to do what they trying to do the best they could.
Yeah, they got left in the lurch.
They did. They tried to do the best they could. I mean, I give it to them in the second half. They stopped us from scoring the whole second half.
They shut down. And then when you do, because you got to think the punt block by Peterson, that doesn't turn to anything. Not even a field goal. Then
they let the
you can't do no more than that, man.
They let the field goal hold.
9-yard line.
Yeah.
I mean, like Bishop just said, he let the field go. They let the field go. The holder run him down. He ran him down. The field goal holder. He ran him down. He ran him down.
You boy, you supposed to be one of the fastest DBs we got.
Yeah, he ran him down.
He got ran down from behind, and then of course the Hicks with the interception, and then it was like 2 opportunities. That right there alone could have been 21 points.
21 points right there. And we won 24 to 21, 24 to 20, 24 to 7.
My tight end was on the speed route. We'd have been in the game.
Oh, Irv Smith was doing his thing.
Oh, he dropped that one ball.
Oh, brother, yeah, he did.
Yeah, I was hot. He was because I don't think he thought he caught it because it was so close. Oh boy was right there, and he went through. Oh boy missed.
So that's why I asked the question: was it a system with Philadelphia with Minnesota beat themselves? Because it was so many opportunities at which Philadelphia couldn't help. When you look at it, I don't know what the outcome would have been had Minnesota been able to
execute on those two.
Yeah, execute on those plays or execute in general. Like I got off my I was looking. I was like, man, Hurts is on one of my backups. I was like, I need to come off him because I'm not confident in Hurts. I'm not Hurts. Cousins.
Kirk
like,
Cousins.
Come on, man. Then again, Kirk Cousins is 2-10 in Monday Night Football games.
Monday night games, yep. Monday night games. You welcome though, Trey. You welcome because you wanted to trade. You wanted to change your team yesterday. You welcome.
Oh yeah, I did.
You welcome. You would have been even further behind.
I thought
you welcome. Even further behind. Yes,
yeah. Were your top 5, bro?
Yeah.
The top 5 duo. They want to hear it, bitch.
My top 5. My top 5 duo, man. Right now, the top 5 duos. This is the thing, right? And I'm gonna put it like this, right? I'm going off of consistency.
You talking about active?
Active, yeah. Current top 5 duos, active, and we're gonna talk about I'm talking about consistency. One of the top 5 is I do believe it's Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah.
I'm still gonna put it in now. Y'all might disagree.
That's probably about the closest person to Allen and Diggs right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. We're gonna put Allen in. We're gonna put Allen and Diggs in there for sure. Y'all might feel me some type of way about this one right here, about that I'm about to say. I'm definitely gonna say it. I'm still putting
Person Brown.
No, I'm still putting Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase in that. I'm still, even though they're not doing well, I'm still putting them as hold on. I'm saying I'm still putting them as a duo. They still a threat as a duo.
But you just said consistency.
Right, but
everybody don't believe in Burrow no more. I'm telling y'all, man.
No, that's not fair, Eric. That's not fair.
You know what?
That's not fair, Eric. No, Eric, that's not fair, Eric, because he don't have the protection.
We're gonna let you finish
for his life.
We're gonna let you finish, but
okay,
we definitely.
I said y'all was gonna have a problem with that one.
Yeah, because even when you look at I'm gonna let you finish first because it goes back to what we were just saying about Jefferson and Cousins. Inconsistency on that line makes problems. We just seen Burrow. We just seen Jamar Chase get locked down by Trey Diggs head to head, and we just seen Slay lock down Jefferson head to head. Does that take in consideration, or do we look at, or should we take in consideration?
Like Eric said, we only in game 2. This is only game 2. We talking about game 2. We definitely still gotta keep in consideration on what these duos did coming into this season, because all we gotta go off is 2 games right now. That's all we gotta go off.
But the consistency isn't there. So does that enrich the consistency, or are we saying no? That doesn't. That's just one off. That he got locked down, but they got locked down by receivers.
Yeah, that's just one. I feel like that's just one off. In my opinion, right now, that's just one off. Let's see if it can continue that these receivers can be locked down by these DBs in that duo. My other one was my other one, whether y'all believe it or not, and it's crazy. Y'all might have a problem with this one too. But my other duo, crazy enough, I know Trey, he want to say Tua and Tyreek, but my other duo is Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey. Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey. I got to do it in a minute. Yeah, I got to put that in there.
That's been like they've been day one.
That's what I'm saying. Even with Tyreek going, like Kelsey still, he's leading.
Even when they had Tyreek, Tyreek is the same with him.
Right. So that's my. I think that was 5, right, or 4? Was that 4?
That was 4, I think.
Oh, and then of course
you said Allen to Diggs, Stafford to Cup, Burrow to Chase, Kelsey to Mahomes.
Mahomes and Kelsey. Oh, and then of course, if that's the case, then of course, if my man Jalen Hurts, and you can take your pick, Devontae or AJ. That's the thing. You can take your pick. It's actually one of them. It's actually a trio. It's not a duo. It's a trio. It's a trio.
No, you can't say either one. The Boston, he didn't have a catch last game.
He didn't, but he had a bunch in this game. He had a bunch this game.
That's it.
That's it. Everybody had a catch this game. You got the ball.
Yeah. So that what's y'all 5? Let me hear what's y'all 5 duos in the league right now.
Go ahead, Trey.
So definitely Stafford to Cup.
Okay.
Allen to Diggs.
Okay.
Just like it's funny that Anthony Price put it up, but this is one that's hot right now. Goff to St. Brown. That's not even a sleeper. They started. Yeah. So this is what you have to consider.
Yeah, St. Brown ain't hot. Heard of.
They got hot. They got hot last year. Amon Ra got hot last year.
Bro, listen. Yeah. Let's be honest. They got hot because he caught that game-winning pass against us last year. They won their first game against us.
They won the first game against y'all, but he was picking up.
And St. Brown caught the last pass.
Yeah, he blew up that game, which I don't understand how that happened. In my opinion, I was like, "Is this is that conspiracy stuff?" I was like, how the hell did this man get open? It's like he let the receiver run up on him and then get away. Like, well, how did I was like, this stage? But so I'm going golf with St. Brown, golf and St. Brown, Stafford Cup, Allen Diggs. I can't say Tua and Hill yet. I think that still has to develop. I don't think that's a formidable duel yet.
I'm surprised. Yeah, me too, Eric. I'm surprised, Eric. Me too.
They just. I mean, I got to wait for that. The next time we get asked this question, it might be
okay. Hold on. So what about Tua and Waddle then?
not even Tua and Waddle, because what's going on is
No,
Hill is
what?
taking.
Not
No,
even
so
Waddle.
this is why I say that. This is why I say that Tua is taken away. I mean, Hill is taken away from Waddle now. So Waddle, I don't know how consistent that can be because it's not a duel anymore. Because Hill is simply eating up the catches now. Now had it not,
They both had 11 yesterday on Sunday.
True that,
11 apiece.
but we all know how that happened, though. I mean, we're not going to omit the fact that it was in bad defense, and
Right.
it was gunslinging. Like if you that's going to happen if you're playing from behind. We know someone's going to fill up the stat sheet. So that's like because like you said, when you look at consistency, that is completely different. If Waddle isn't there, I mean, if Hill isn't there, Waddle's getting fed. In the case of Mahomes,
Waddle got fed last year though. Before Hill wasn't there.
That exactly. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I say it can't. It's
with
not
Tua. So that's what I'm saying. Why isn't Tua and Waddle a tandem?
Because not yet. The reason I say not yet is because it's not the same. Because like you just said, Kelsey and Hill used to eat from Mahomes consistently, both of them. That's not. I don't think that's what Hill and Waddle is yet. I think we still got to see if same time is this a situation to where he can feed both of them? Is he chefing with both of them? That's just.
How you get 6 pounds? But
so Waddle
had way.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that one, Eric.
Yeah, but Waddle was his only receiver then. That's what I'm saying.
Who did Goff
had last year?
Who did Goff had?
Goff?
Yeah, outside of Brown, who did he have?
That's it. That's the only person he had. But that's what I'm saying. The difference. I'm saying the difference is now Waddle was the only person in which Goff had. Waddle was the only person in which Tua had last year. Okay. Now he has Hill. Now the ball is being split. Okay. But I'm saying that we don't know if Waddle is that person or was he just that person because there was no one else and he was getting fed. Like when Hill was in Kansas City, we know Kelsey was eating with Hill there, and Hill was eating. Kelsey's eating now. Okay. So that's so in Detroit there was no one else besides Amon-Ra. They can come on till late in the season, like the last 3 or 4 games of the season. He was a rookie. He was a rookie last year, and he was there the whole beginning of the year. But he just wasn't getting fed. It took the last couple of games of the season to where Goff and Amon-Ra started hooking up. Here we are now. Jameson Williams has not got added to the fold yet. I think he's gonna be out at least 2 more games because he's on the IR. But right now, Amon-Ra is eating. Same thing he was doing at the end of the season last year. So now what's going to happen is it going to continue to be the same, or is he eating? Now when Jameson Williams, in my opinion, comes in, now we have the same situation that we have as far as Waddle and Hill. Is Amon-Ra eating because he's the only receiver, or is he eating or is it a possibility for them both to eat once Williams gets there and he's getting balls? Is Amon-Ra going to be the same thing? And it might change, but that's just what I'm looking at. Like, of course, if I'm the only one you could throw to,
Leslie,
then my number's going to be immense. Same thing, honestly, if y'all think about it, same thing with Stephon Diggs. Davis is there. Last year he ascended. So now what we're going to look at now, when Davis gets in, when Gabriel Davis gets in, it's like when they get in there, it's like what's going to go on now? Is Stephon that dude, or is Davis that dude? And they're saying and going to start. So it starts to be different. Like we know Kupp is because Kupp is eating no matter who is on the field. Ain't no one on the field now. He's still eating. Like, you know what I'm saying? So with certain ones, I think you could look at it and be like, yo, he's the real deal. Is Jefferson show he could be the real deal with Thien was out last year, right? He was out the majority of the year.
Was Thien out last year?
I think he was out a couple of games last year where it was all Jefferson came. But you know what? Y'all not going to probably believe this. But you know what? I'm starting to question Davante Adams.
But the question about what?
He ain't. Why y'all bugging? Eric Eyes is bugging.
Yeah, what are you questioning?
Adams. Last game, this past game, what was his stats this past game? He was on
don't do one game, bro.
He was on lockdown, right?
Don't do one game.
Hold on. Are we talking about Davante Adams or Davante Smith?
Devontae Adams.
Oh, from the Raiders.
One game?
Yes.
You making this off of one game?
What I'm saying is, Eric, is Devontae is not looking Devontae-esque from Green Bay.
I don't agree with that.
That's what I say. Y'all probably not gonna agree with it. Keep on watching. Keep watching.
It's coming. I think they're gonna figure it out, bro. They came back on. Don't get me wrong. They came back on. The Raiders lost, and they came back on. However,
they 0-2.
Yeah, the Raiders. Yeah, they 0-2. They lost both their games.
I thought the Raiders
but they
both.
But I did. I thought the Raiders were gonna be that team too, and they 0-2. And I thought Carr and Adams was gonna be that squad because they play together in college.
It could be. There's no. I mean,
it's early.
Renfro is the other receiver currently. He's out, but you know what I'm saying. But
no, Renfro played Sunday.
Yeah, he played, but he's out currently. He's potentially out with a concussion right now.
Oh, okay.
Remember he took them 2 hard hits back to back. Right. But it's like what I'm saying is, if even Carr is not as effective as we thought he is, or Devontae Adams is not, because in Los Angeles, Cooper Kupp is without a playmate, and he's doing damage still. Why is it Devontae Adams, who's considered one of the best quarterbacks in wide receivers in the NFL, why is he not doing the same thing with Carr, who was considered to be a pretty good quarterback himself? They losing games.
Different game plan.
I mean, yes, true that I without a doubt. But I'm starting to look at Devontae like Devontae that person.
Keep this in mind.
Is he living off of Rodgers? Is that what we're doing?
No. I don't think that's it. But I think this, Eric. Hold on, real quick. Let me say this real quick. I think it's because right now, the Raiders. Who they got? Who's their other wide receiver? Who's the two?
It's Kupp and it's Adams and Renfro. Well, it's not even Renfro, honestly. I think it's Waller. I think it's Waller and Adams.
So that's what I think. That's the thing. I think they need to find the identity of their receivers right now. They've been trying to figure out. I think it's taking some time to figure out what's what out there. And I think they're gonna be all right. Yeah, they 0-2 right now, but I think they're gonna figure out here within the next game or two. And once they figure it out, I think they're gonna be all right.
Mike Williams is eating without Allen. So Mike Williams is eating without Allen. So it's like, bruh, it's like, so when you look at it, like people and Mike Williams has been there, in which Mike Williams has slowly but surely been creeping into some people because he's been doing what he's been doing. Because Allen's hurt out a lot, Williams be eating it. Like, so it's like some people I think we're putting emphasis on, and we're not watching others.
Right.
But see, this is why I think people fail to realize when you got great quarterback, like
like Rodgers.
These quarterbacks, good, like the great quarterbacks we speak about, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, they be in the game and they audible with their receivers that they built this camaraderie with. If you ever watch Tom Brady and the tight he used to have, in the middle of the game, he would literally only change his route. Only that tight end, hey, don't go to the inside, go to the outside. I got you.
Right.
And then right before the play. And it was a touchdown.
Right.
And that same thing that Aaron Rodgers do with his receiver. They had a connection where, hey, the team got an audible, but then you got this one right. I want you to run too. And so he connected with that man on their own personal game plan. And these quarterbacks do that. So when they switch to other teams, where your quarterbacks only taught to read the 1, 2, and 3, they're just not there run or throw it away.
Run it or dump it.
They're not getting the same plays. They're not getting the same throws. Half of the plays that old boy getting in Green Bay wasn't even the play. They probably got to feel like, I'm surprised it didn't work. Yeah, they audible. It's just their own personal game plan that he had with Aaron Rodgers. Like, this is the game. This is the field play. This is the team is doing this. But between me and you, do this against this defense. Do this against this defense. So they had their own way of playing football without their team even realizing what's going on. All that they cared about, it worked. That's how they was getting with it. All these other quarterbacks coming to the league, they don't do that. They just run the regular play. If he open, he open. If he not, they gonna force it. Like my quarterback doing last night. And it don't work. But these experienced quarterbacks that we call the GOATs and all that, they really got a one-on-one connection with their top receivers, and it shows. Like, these guys be running just unpracticed plays with each other in the middle of the game. Little hand signs, they got everything. It worked. So I don't think he's gonna have the same numbers, of course not, because he ain't got Aaron Rodgers. But that's still that man. You're not gonna hold him. If he drop back 10 times, you throw it to him 10 times, 8 of them caught. I don't care who on him.
That part.
What was his stats? Let me see.
Who's stats?
Of Adams, because he ate the first week. I think, even though they lost.
Devontae?
I think he was a problem the first week, even though they lost. Let's see.
Devontae Adams, the first week 1, you said?
Against the Chargers, he was he had 10. See, he had 10 receptions, 141 yards, 1 touchdown.
That's what I'm saying.
The first week. That was the first week. This week, week 2. But it's not one game; it's 2 games.
No, he had big numbers in the first game, though. You can't take away his numbers.
I'm not taking away the numbers. I'm not, but I'm saying, like, once people, it only takes one person to see, okay, this is how. Second game, 2 receptions, 12 yards, 1 touchdown.
Right, he still got an end zone, so he still got a touchdown.
Well, yeah, I got it. So, but that's what I'm saying. After the first, that's why I say we did say yesterday after week 6, we're gonna be able to say, okay, this is what's going on. But what I'm saying is, it only takes one game for people to have game tape for this year with this current person to be like, okay, this is a game plan for what we've seen. And then the second week is going to be like, okay, this is the game plan.
So this is what I say about it, right? This is what I see, right? Each team, each week, when you go into a week, just because who you are doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be that person for every game.
Correct.
Just like for us, game 1 was A.J. Brown. The whole game, A.J. Brown. This game, it was Devontae Smith. Each team in which you play against is going to determine who's going to be that number 1 receiver for that game. Obviously, it was Devontae the first game. The second game, it was Mark Hollins. He had 5, or actually Hunter Renfrow, because he had 7. Renfrow had 7 receptions, so it was actually Hunter. So
Renfrow didn't get those receptions till late in the fourth quarter.
I got it, but that's because that's probably because
the defense. The defense.
Carr didn't recognize it probably, and didn't realize that Hunter
probably tried to go to Devontae.
Exactly, and found out that they really doubling down on Devontae. They probably got somebody in the front and the back. Hey, I got to go somebody else. Hunter Renfrow was that dude. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. Just like I'm sure that's the exact same thing that Minnesota came in the game last night and they was going to like, hey, AJ is not going to beat us. It's going to have to be somebody else, and it won't be AJ. That's why Quez Watkins was wide open down the field with nobody on him 15 yards. Nobody was on him 15 yards.
Safety was chasing out the out. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, so each team is going to game plan accordingly to who they feel is going to be the biggest threat. And they felt like, after seeing what Devontae did in game 1, Arizona said, oh, Devontae is definitely not finna beat us. Devontae not finna beat us. They're going to have to let somebody else beat us. And that's how Hunter Renfrow, even though they still lost, Hunter Renfrow was their league receiver. And that's just and so I really don't think that you could take away the duo because of that. Because if I don't care who, there was only a handful of receivers who could be double teamed and still catch balls. A handful that could have somebody in the front of them and in the back of them, and they still may come down with the ball. That's Hopkins. That's probably Hopkins. That's probably DK. Mike Evans probably. Yeah, Mike Evans probably could do it. It's only a handful that can do that. That can be double teamed and still come up with the ball.
Unless you play like the Buffalo, though I said like Buffalo, where they just put Diggs all over the field. 1 million in the slot, 1 million on the outside.
Yeah.
The same way, but that's what's effective. That's the same way that
That's how they do with Debo.
That's how they do with Cup too.
And Debo.
Yeah, you cannot double. You can't double the man in the slot.
No,
you can't. If you double the man in the slot, you're gonna get ran on.
You screwed. You screwed. Yeah, you can't do that. You screwed. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, they showed the game before. They showed the game before how many times they are with the spots in which they lined up. Justin, last week he played like 6 different wide receiver positions all the way up until the backfield. Pretty much, he was in every position, all over the field. That's hard to guard. That's real hard to guard. Because now you can't just put Darius Slay on him. You can't just put Darius Slay on him if he's in the slot or if he's in the backfield. Darius can't guard him in the backfield. That's not possible. Now it's a linebacker. It's a one-on-one with a linebacker.
Yeah, he got in the back. He was open. He shouldn't throw the ball.
Right. He that one he threw where he almost threw that pick over off to the left. Kirk Cousins missed. He missed Justin Jefferson on the right side. He was going. He probably would have scored because the safety on that side had cheated over to play Ivy. What's his name? Ivy.
Irv Smith.
Irv Smith. Him. He had Irv. He had played over to play Irv, and Justin Jefferson was down the sideline. He was running like a wheel route. He missed him. They pointed it out.
I'm gonna say one up and coming duo will be Herbert and Williams.
Herbert and Williams. Oh, Herbert. Yeah.
It's gonna be an up and coming duo. Watch. Just watch how this season play out.
So let me ask y'all this then, real quick. Then let me get this about you real quick. Let me hear y'all questions on here. What is y'all A-list in the NFL? Who's y'all top 5 right now in the NFL? We
top
going
5 players or teams?
Teams.
Oh,
going
power
into
ranking.
Yeah, power ranking. Top 5 teams in the NFL. Yep, going into week 5. Going to week 3, I mean.
Top 5.
No particular order.
Nah, I mean, yeah, you ain't got to.
You know what? No, I'll put it in order. Okay.
Who do you say?
Buffalo.
1. Okay.
The Rams.
Okay. The who? The Rams? Okay.
Yeah, boy. I know. No. I gotta take my hand. Like Miami they gonna make noise.
Okay.
I can't say they're gonna lose the playoffs, but
that's fair. Okay, that's 3. Who's your last 2? He said Buffalo, the Rams, Miami.
I don't like them. The Eagles got a good team, man. I don't like them. I give probably do it. They gonna go far. They gonna go far.
Okay, that's 4.
And then, of
Who's
course,
your last one?
You got the Chiefs, bro. Them boys, you can't stop that passing game.
Chiefs, I like it.
You cannot stop Kansas City from throwing that ball, bro.
I like it. Trey, who's your 5?
Number 1, Buffalo.
Okay.
Number 2, Miami.
Oof. Okay.
Number 3, the Chargers.
Okay.
Number 3, the Chargers. Number 4, the Rams, and number 5, the Eagles.
Wow. Okay. Mine's Buffalo.
You got the Chiefs in there?
Wow.
Yeah. No, he didn't.
I don't got the Chiefs.
I don't know.
I think what's called a better team than I think they're a better team. I think they're a better team than the Chargers.
You think the Chargers but you think the Dolphins are better than the Chiefs too?
Yes.
Because you got the Dolphins in there over the Chiefs. Wow. So mine are the big.
At this time, the Chiefs currently the Dolphins are the leader in the AFC in their conference over the Bills.
I get it.
But I mean, it's differential. But yeah.
I'm giving the Bills. Mine is the Bills. The Chiefs.
You said who?
The Bills. The Buffalo Bills is 1.
I thought you said Bengals. What?
No. The Bills. Buffalo Bills. The Chiefs. The Buccaneers. The Eagles. And the Miami.
Miami, the 5th, number 5.
Mm-hmm. I give Miami 5 right now.
You taking the Bucs over the Chiefs?
So right now, yeah,
it's a Brady.
Hey, I respect. TB is that man. I'm not gonna knock that, but yes, it's not, bro.
He's done.
He's not done.
He's done.
He's not done, bro. It's not. I'm telling y'all sleeping on y'all. That's what he wants. So this is what he wants. He wants y'all to sleep on him. He wants y'all to sleep on him and think he's out. He think he's done. He's not done, bro. He's not. This might be his last season, but I think I'm just
that's
saying.
My guy. I'm never gonna get the coach.
But Eric, he just beat a New Orleans Saints team who he hasn't been able to beat. He just
Bro,
beat.
that's a team effort, bro. He didn't.
I get
That's
it.
a team effort.
I get it.
He not that guy no more, bro.
Y'all on drugs? Why you on?
Because he said the Chiefs got the best win of this year. What win is that, Ron?
The first one when they
Oh, so
beat.
you gotta have the Chiefs in there, bro. I don't know.
That's why I
Chiefs
said that's Trey who don't have the Chiefs in. Chiefs skull drug the whatchamacallit game one, bro.
Skull drug who?
Game one they skull drug who the Chiefs beat the first game? Arizona. 44 points.
That's not. Stop playing.
Arizona just beat who? The Raiders.
They barely beat the Raiders, and the only reason they beat the Raiders is because of
but the Chiefs
fumble.
put up 44 points. They put up 44 points. The Chiefs put up 44
against the Arizona Cardinals, who
Arizona Cardinals just came back on the Raiders.
Yeah, but look at the additionally, they played both
with no receiver. With no receiver, all they got is Kirk. That's it. They got no receiver. Well, and they got
Ertz, they have AJ Brown, they have Hollywood, they have but they
ain't got their key. They ain't got their main receiver, bro. They ain't got Hop. That's what I'm talking about. They ain't got Hop.
Oh, they beat Kansas City beat the Chargers.
That's what I said, huh? Not week.
That's what he's talking about. They beat them week 2.
Oh, this week, yeah, okay, yeah.
And that's a
formidable team.
That's why I'm saying that they have. That's why I still put them there. I still think the Chargers.
You didn't put them in your 5.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I even put the Chargers over them, even with the win, even with the loss.
Because how you gonna put the Chargers over? How you gonna put the Chargers in? How if they lost?
It was a formality in which they lost. Let's not act like that. What's his name was injured.
Who?
The second half of the quarter.
Who?
The fourth quarter.
Who?
Herbert.
No different than what I just said about Hopkins being out. No different. Arizona don't have their key receiver. They don't have Hop.
But they have other receivers.
Yeah, but they don't have Hop. They got other quarterbacks. The Chargers got other quarterbacks too.
But it's I'm saying they have the other quarterbacks. So the Chargers don't have a quarterback that can rival or anything in any way, form, or fashion, even meet halfway what Herbert is. That's what they don't have. However, the Cardinals have receivers that can circumvent for what they're losing in Hopkins. Like you got AJ Green. We're not gonna act like you got Marquise Brown. You got Zach Ertz. They got Connor. They got people to overcome that. What they're not, what Los Angeles Chargers don't have is someone that could have filled the void for Herbert, even with who they have. They have Eckler, they have Everett, they have Williams, but if they have Ertz, if they don't have Herbert, none of that makes a difference. I don't think they have a Cooper Rush. And we're going to see what Cooper Rush does in these coming weeks. Yeah, we're going to see, how effective Cooper Rush is. Yeah, so we're going to see how effective he is, or a case like that. But that's why I said, in my opinion, a deeper dive for me is that the Chargers are better than Kansas City, because Chargers should not have been in that game after he sustained that. Think about it. Like we said, he couldn't run for the third down was sitting in front of him. Like, come on, take me. And he wouldn't even made it to the third down, so he got rid of the ball so he wouldn't be hit. And then he comes and throws a strike. Like, say a strike. Like, saying, so I just think that he's almost.
That's what I'm trying to tell him, Leslie. You can't count Brady out, man.
I'm not counting Brady.
I'm counting him out. Brady is done, son.
Yo, how? How is he done? How?
He's done, bro.
How?
Bro, check it out. When I said top 5, I'm meaning all 5 can win a Super Bowl. I don't see Tom Brady going along. I don't think he's gonna play the distance, bro.
What?
Tom Brady.
Okay. I don't know why y'all realize, Eric. Y'all do realize they call this man the GOAT for a reason, right? Y'all do realize
he was the GOAT.
He wasn't. Was he's still the GOAT?
He's the GOAT, but he's the GOAT, but he shouldn't be playing.
Are they 2-0 right now? Are they 2-0 right now? Oh, he ain't that, man. Don't do that, Eric. Don't do that. He ain't that yet.
I'm
He ain't
not.
that, Eric. Don't do him
I'm
like
saying-
that, man. Good Lord, man. You gonna put him out there with the
When Jordan
Jordan
came back,
Wizards, the
when he
Jordan
played with the
Wizards.
Wizards and missed that, when he missed that dunk,
That's what it is. Just wait. Why else was he on this? Why else was he on the sideline throwing tablets and stuff like that?
Because they're
just
not protecting him. He's not used to getting hit like that. I agree.
Brady is not.
Exactly,
Brady
bro.
He's not
Brady
used
is
to getting hit
done.
like that. He's
Brady is done.
Brady
I think
will
you know what.
always be the GOAT.
Honestly, I think Brady. Yeah, exactly. He's gonna always be the GOAT, but even the
Jordan
GOAT
will be
got
the
to hang
GOAT
him
too.
up at
Even
some
though
point.
Jordan misses the last
We
thing
we
he
watch.
missed,
We seen what Serena did.
it's over,
Serena
bro.
tried.
That's all I'm
She
saying.
did.
She kept
So
trying.
y'all saying he's so y'all
Now
saying this
Serena
is his
could have
try.
kept going.
No, Serena
No,
could
she
not
got
have
she
kept
got
going.
thrashed. She got thrashed in that last.
That little quarter was that boy.
Serena could not have kept going.
That age is kicking in on her.
Think
Serena
about it.
couldn't-
Let's take a note. Let's take a note.
Right.
You just brought up Jordan as the GOAT, in which is like, yo, it's time to go, bro.
But
Serena,
when he missed that dunk, bro, when he can't dunk no more, it's over.
Serena, it was time to go. Serena, it was time to go. When you look at it, she couldn't win. She could only get certain points. Tiger Woods, it was time to go.
He's still playing.
But he's not. He's playing a little other
Roger
games.
Roger Federer is about to retire.
It's time to go.
He's retiring too. Roger Federer is retiring.
Tom Brady, it's time to go.
Tom Brady can't probably.
So
he probably
hold on.
can't complete.
Hold on, but here we go, Eric. Check this out. So why it ain't time for
Brady
LeBron to go? Why ain't time for LeBron?
He's coming too.
Why is it time for LeBron to go?
His time is coming too.
No, why ain't time now? Why it ain't time now? Yeah, why ain't time now? Why is not time now?
He's still doing. He's still producing.
Oh my
Without a
doubt.
doubt.
That's not it.
Tom's not it. Tom's not producing.
That's not it, bro.
How is he not? He just went to the playoffs last year, and he on 2 wins.
Go ahead, Eric. Because this dude, I don't know what you're talking about.
LeBron is raw talent, bro. That man is built to. He's a sport. That's an athlete built player.
Built different.
He's like Shaq, bro. You can't stop what he is. He's raw talent. Tom Brady worked his way up to being the GOAT. The ball was down there, the last pick in the NFL draft. Jordan's not raw talent. It's a lot of 6'6" basketball players. He became a great player. LeBron James is not built to be on the basketball court. That boy like somebody linebacker. But he's faster than most players. He can jump higher than most men. That's raw talent. That's God-given ability. That's the only reason he's still playing basketball. But like Tom Brady probably can't complete a pass over 45 yards no more. He is not there, bro.
Oh my
He's not
God,
there, bro. He probably can't put the ball there 44 yards.
Y'all are sleeping up.
As long as Tom is able to deke and dunk, he's going to be effective. But
Ron.
What's going to happen is Tom Brady's going to continue to mask things. In my opinion, he's going to continue to mask it as it's the line and all these other things. At some point, it's not going to be the line. It's going to be like you're not making those reads anymore. You're not moving like that.
So if Tom get this win this week against Green Bay, y'all still gonna say he ain't got it?
All right, check this out. This is my question.
He got Green Bay this week in Tampa Bay.
Let me see what Tampa Bay schedule is, so I can tell you where we going to be.
No, they not, y'all.
Watch.
Yeah,
I'm gonna ask you before you play Green Bay. This is my question: who is Tom Brady's backup? He got to come out. He got to play.
I forgot what his name is.
You're gonna have to take them to the Super Bowl. They go to the Super Bowl.
You got Ravens defense coming up on the 27th of October. You got the Rams defense coming up on the 6th of November. You sit up and institute the Saints defense again on the 5th of December. The 49ers defense on the 11th of December.
October. We got the Chiefs on October. We got the Chiefs next after the 49ers.
Like he's about to start playing defenses that's going to show like
that's what I'm saying. He got Green Bay next. Then he got Kansas City, and then he got the Falcons.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say the Falcons defense, but definitely
then he got the Steelers.
He's lucked up. The Steelers may not have Watt, so he lucked up. But he got the Chiefs, maybe the Steelers, the Ravens, the Rams, the Saints, and the 49ers defense all within a 7-week period of 5 out of 9 weeks. He gonna have problems. He's not that dude anymore like that, and that's all I'm saying.
I got you, Anthony Price, but Big Ben is not a Tom Brady. Big Ben is not a Tom Brady.
You're not. But time, bro, hey, we all three of us probably stand up right now. We had to grunt a little bit just to stand up.
Brady still got an
damn
arm.
50 years old.
Stop lying.
He does. Brady does still have an arm, bro.
No, he does not.
Where y'all get that from?
y'all tripping, bro.
Just watch. Just wait and see.
Watch.
Wait and see.
Watch. Y'all watch.
Bro, listen,
this week.
You can't.
It's gonna be battle of the quarterbacks this game.
Like when you look at it, who are the teams that are? Go ahead, Eric.
What'd you say, Eric?
Brady should have left football with
Last
Peyton.
year.
No.
He
won a Super Bowl after.
I'm not saying the man is not great. He is great, bro. I'm not taking from Brady.
Right.
I'm saying his time is up, bro. Like, this is a physical sport, bro.
He done won a Super Bowl since older. But he done won a Super Bowl, Eric, since Peyton left.
When you get older, the older you get, the longer it takes for you to heal. Like when my man's Trey when he hurt his rib, it's gonna take him longer for that heal, that pain to stop. If it was 10 years ago,
Trey,
he got right back up. And when
Trey, you still hurt?
No, he talking about what I heard. Hell yeah, I was feeling that the other day. I was like, damn, I'm still swollen. Like, maybe I got some turtle stuff going on.
He older, bro. Like, he still gonna feel it.
I should have woke up this morning. I was like, dang, why I can still feel it. I was like, it's still swollen. Like,
bro, Brady, I'm telling y'all, man, if he get hurt one time, a sprained ankle, Brady gonna be out for 3-4 weeks. He's not gonna heal fast, bro.
I don't know what games they watching, Leslie, man. I don't know. I don't know what
just wait. Just wait. Like you say,
don't get me wrong.
Right now. Keep this in mind, right? He struggled. He struggled in the first week. He struggled in the first week. He struggled in the second week. Yeah, they got wins.
I'm not saying he's not going to struggle. Listen, but this is what I'm saying, Trey. I'm not saying he's not going to struggle because this is probably the most he's ever got hit in his whole entire career. However, he's going to be able to still get things done. Tom Brady is one of probably the best pocket passers in the league ever. And being that, as long as he can stay in that pocket, as long as they can build a pocket around him so he can stay in the pocket to be methodical with that ball, he's going to be fine. I'm telling you. They're going to figure that part out.
Week 1, 18 for 27 for 212 yards and 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
Okay.
Week 2, 18 for 34, 190 yards and 1 touchdown. Those aren't Tom Brady numbers. And so what's going to start to happen?
No one said his numbers is going to be the same.
No, I get that. But what I'm saying is that's a drop-off. That's a huge drop-off. This man just threw almost over 4,500 yards last year.
It's early.
It's a huge drop-off. And I just see that either one is going to be the same or it's going to get worse because they're going to start to apply pressure on him. They're going to realize, like, this is not the same dude. We going off a mystique of this man.
It's early.
Green Bay going to put pads on that man.
It's early. I'm telling you. It's early. It's early right now.
I'm not, bro. It's early. I'm reading the comments. It's not that I'm not going against Brady.
Right. I am. He's done.
Trey is, and we know Trey is.
I sit up and stand on my stand.
No, I'm not. I'm saying that year, that time of Tom Brady throwing for 300 yards, 5-6 games in a row, and
that's gone. I don't think he's gonna do. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna do that. Yeah, I don't think he do that. But I still think he's gonna be good enough to get to where they need.
You think he's gonna lead Tampa Bay to a playoff?
Yes,
that's what I can say.
This is why I say that these high scoring offense that you're saying now, Tom Brady has to be that old quarterback. He can't be a 197 yard passing quarterback against these quarterbacks who throwing 300 yards for fun. Right. Like, you got to keep up with what they're doing. This is a passing out. This is a passing NFL league now.
That part, Zach. I think this is exactly what it is. The mystique of what is Tom Brady is no longer. This is what it is right here. He's the defenses are no longer scared of him. They see him falling off, and they start to apply pressure. They're going to figure it out, and that's all I'm saying. It's not. It's
put shoulder pads on that man.
It's coupled. I think everything is coupled with the fact of he's going to like Eric's saying, they're going to find what defense is going to find ways to get to him. That's going to start to rattle him. He's going to start to sit up. It's a whole thing that's going on.
And then like Trey said, hey, you better be glad it's not going to be cold in Green Bay. If it's a little bit colder and want to play Green Bay, it'd be too old to move.
No, they playing in Tampa Bay. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
playing
playing in
Tampa
Tampa.
Bay.
They playing in
So
Tampa.
yeah, so that's all.
No,
That's what I've been saying the whole time.
Like Trey talking about that weather. Wait till it get cold. Tom Brady.
That's real talk though. You know what I'm saying? That's just what
I'm
it
being
is.
honest with you, bro.
No, I'm with you. I'm sure that's why Tom moved from.
Life, big dog.
No, I'm with you. That's why Tom Brady left New England and went down to Tampa Bay. I get it. He
was ready to go to Miami next. Like, yo, I'm not going nowhere back to where it's cold.
I totally get it. I wouldn't be mad at him. I'm totally for that. Yeah, Tommy. If I can leave and go somewhere where it's warm all the time, oh yeah, let me go to Tampa Bay. I'm there. I'm there.
Yeah, so that's what. So I just say like I think it's like we talked about this before, Bishop. Like insight is Tom Brady probably should have stayed going. I think once he left with that foot out the door, he should have stayed with it because now to come back, you have to even do more to come back to get your mind right mentally. Like I'm doing this another year. When I was already out the door, he already had checked out. Like, bruh.
But you know how it is to walk away from a game that you love. It's hard.
So what you're telling me is when you retired from the Army, you was like, "Damn, I shouldn't have retired," and you should have went back.
I said no. I'm talking about we're talking about the sport. Are you still trying to play football, Trey?
I am still trying to play football.
Should you be trying to play football, Trey?
Yes, I should.
No, you should not. Thank you.
No, wait.
That part, Eric.
Y'all be like, damn, we should have never left.
I played football my whole life. High school, I played quarterback. I love the game.
Right.
Bro, I can't even play two-handed touch right now, bro.
I told
you. How it's over, bro.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. I tried to fight it too, Trey. I'm with you. I know where you're coming from, bro. It took a rotator cuff surgery.
I don't have a rotator cuff.
Stop me from playing, bro. I get it. You got it. I'm
not injured in any way, form, or fashion. And what? So wait till we get Charles on it. I'm gonna get him to some way. Just wait. I have.
Listen, Eric. But see, he want to say Tom Brady watched stuff, but he don't want to say he watched stuff anymore.
Because the difference
Tom Brady feels.
This is why.
That's how Tom Brady feels. The way you feel is the way Tom Brady feels.
This is why for me personally, I'm 46. I just turned 46. This is why. This is why. So this is why. I used to play a multiple amount of positions, right? So now what I realize is I can't play all those positions.
Jay, they tell you the same thing.
What I realize is I cannot play.
You trying to tell Tom
but what I can do is I can play a position that puts me in place for where I am now. That's what I'm saying. I'm effective. I can be effective somewhere. Just wait.
What position is referee?
No. Just wait.
No,
that's why I officiate, Eric. That's why I officiate to stay close to the game. That's why I officiate.
Bro, you coach football.
Dante, where are you at? You know what? I don't even talk to y'all. I talk to Dante. I talk to Dante.
That part why I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Bro. We're not.
I talk to Dante. Hardwired. Holler at me, man.
My brother, man. Look, listen. Bro, my brother's the same way. My brother's 3 years younger. That's why I call him Hardwire. That's my younger brother. He's 3 years younger than me. He's the same way. Can't let it go.
Thank you, Leslie.
Can't let it go.
Read what Leslie just said. Read what Leslie just said. Bro, listen, man.
All right.
You can't stop Father Time, big man.
No, you can't. That's true. I'm not trying to stop Father Time. I'm a strategic.
You can't go against Father Time and gravity.
That part,
you cannot do what you, bro. You can't run like you used. Let me ask you a question, Trey. Last time you speed.
What's up now?
Last time you ran full speed.
I haven't because I haven't had to. But that's a good point you bring up. Once I get, I'm not just gonna go out there. When I get ready to play again, I'm not just gonna go out and just be like, okay, I know it's gonna be a build up to that. So I'm already mentally ready for it. It just has to happen. So it's gonna happen. Just wait, because it's gonna be recorded, and you're gonna be able to see everything. And just wait. I don't. I said, like Bishop always talk about receipts. Like Bishop and Ron talk about receipts. Just wait. Receipts coming. They coming.
Right. You can play special teams.
Everyone kiki kaka. Just wait.
Trey, I know where you coming from, bro. I've been there.
Special
I've been there, Trey. I've been there. I ain't gonna lie. I've
Bro,
been
I
there.
get
I
it,
know
bro. I
exactly.
played sports my whole life.
Me too.
Bro, I played sports my
there.
whole life, bro. I understand.
I do too.
But
And it's hard to give it up.
When I go out there with my son and he playing T-ball, bro, I ran the first base with him just to teach him how to run the base. I got the second ball, like, hey, they go to the net. I stopped running, like, hey, you just go to the, I had to drink some water just to run.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, I've been there, bro. I've been there. I know where you're going through, Trey.
It's not the same, bro.
It's not.
I sit up and watch these dudes play. I'll be thinking to myself, like, what? Like, there ain't no way. Just wait. And you know, and you know what the look I'm gonna get from Bishop is this is what Bishop do. Instead of saying, oh, okay, you know, saying, oh, you're right, he's just gonna sit up and look at me, just seconds, he's just gonna sit up like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, and that's it. That's all I need. Just wait. Just wait.
You know,
she said she's gonna be there. Miss Richard said she's gonna be there for it.
Hey, you know it's real when they give Tom Brady a day off. They know, bro. They know what it is, bro.
They know what it is. They know what it is. He need that time. He need that time.
They try their hardest to preserve that man.
I'm gonna get. You know what, Trey? I'm gonna say, man, good luck with it, man. Good luck. I hope. I'm just saying, man. I haven't even thought about it now to try and go back, but I can't.
You let me know when your next game. Whenever you got a game, I will travel to see that. No, I promise. I'm
trying to put something together for M-Glows. So you know what I'm saying? Or one way. So I've been trying to do that for years. So.
No, bro. Like no joke aside, brother. They want to play. I'm CPR certified, bro. I will be out there, bro. If anything happens,
he said CPR certified. You gotta let it be known.
Well, I'm being 100 with you, bro. I ain't gonna listen.
Yeah,
bro. It's over with, bro. We coaches now, man.
Coaches and officials. Coaches and officials.
Yeah, that's it, bro. We coaches.
That's what I do, bro. That's what I do now. I officiate games and coach games.
You can think about running like
that part.
These last couple of minutes to answer Anthony's question. I got rid of it. Well, of course, Wayne. Well, Coach Wayne, we definitely take care of that for you, brother. This week. But I see where who was it? Robert asked a question about the running backs in the last couple of minutes between John Taylor and Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry.
Who is the better running back, do you think?
Derrick Henry, in my opinion. Derrick Henry, in my opinion.
Yeah, I guess overall. Yeah, overall. Or who's the next best running back? That's what he asked. Who's the next best running back?
Out of them two, or you mean? What do you mean?
Just in general. I think just in general, because he was talking about how the games. Neither one of them had good games this week. I think when you look at it, I think Chubb is pushing the line.
And I think Saquon, as long as he can stay healthy, Saquon is one I can see be doing some things too. Saquon had a huge big
between
first
those two, though. Again, you got raw talent against a narrow built running back who built himself up.
Mm-hmm.
Like you'll never find nobody else to run the ball the way that boy. You never find nobody that big run the ball
like that. That part. That's crazy.
That man standing there to run it back like an offensive lineman.
Yep, for real, straight like a tight end, straight tight end coming at you.
Just raw,
full speed.
Raw talent, yeah, bro. That's raw. So yeah, he got it.
Yeah, that's what I say. Ms. Richard. As long as Saquon can stay healthy, that's the issue with Saquon. If he can't stay healthy,
I'm saying like something else that surprised, and I didn't know this last night. Y'all quarterback, but y'all quarterback squatting 600 pounds.
Yes, 600. He squatted. He squatted 500 in high school. He did 600. He did 600 at OU a couple of years ago. Yeah.
You see that? Trey, you couldn't ever in your life squat 500 pounds.
Nope. I know I couldn't.
600. Right now, I can still play football.
And you know Jalen Hurts is my. Jalen Hurts is the same size as me. He's 6'1", 228.
That's
same
unreal.
size.
That's what I'm saying. Some of these guys
600 pounds, bro. Yeah, 600 pounds.
Bro, that's raw, bro. That's why somebody like him, like Jalen Hurts, I can see him playing football at 45.
That's crazy.
He'll be able to move at 45.
Yeah, as long as he can stay healthy, that part, yeah. Yeah, as long as he can stay healthy. Yes, the NBA is about to start up, Leslie. Trey talk about it all the time. Their training camp is about to start up. They finished with their summer league, so they should be their training camps to start up here in about a week or two, if not already. Not with all that running, right? Yeah, you're right. A lot of people are nervous about Jalen because of all the running he's doing, or the possibility of him getting hit the way he do. We'll see. So why Hurts?
He's not a dual threat.
Because Jalen Hurts is an athlete, or I'm not an athlete no more. Hurts will play until 45. He might, as long as he can stay healthy.
How long is it?
Another freak of nature is Lamar Jackson. Like Lamar Jackson's a freak of nature, but he better learn how to slide.
Hey, they got
and protect his body.
The quarterback from Louisville.
Yeah.
Y'all see that quarterback they got now?
Yep. He remind you of Lamar, don't he? Yeah, he remind you of Lamar. He looked just like Lamar. Yeah.
You know, before we get ready to get out here, gentlemen, I have to say this. Currently, you're 1-1, Eric, in our fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna keep a lookout yet, because this would be, if I would hate for Minnesota to come back and have a immaculate game, and I say the wrong thing, and then I end up. So I'm gonna wait for a second. But Bishop, won.
Get off your chest.
No, I'm not gonna say it yet. I'm gonna be sensible because I don't need.
That's right.
I don't need
three, baby.
I don't need Kirk Cousins to come back with a Jalen Hurt type game. Yeah. So I wait. I will have to see first what's going on first before. But I have Eric in the league this week, in which I'm now 2-1.
You 2-1? How you 2-1?
I'm a 2-2 or 1-1.
I was finna say.
You be 1-2 then.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm 2-0 there.
You're 2-0. Did you be hurt?
I did be hurt.
Because I lost, we were going to talk no more?
No, I expect you to be.
Yes, I be hurt. I did come back and be hurt. I sure did.
I'm just saying they be low. I'm starting to oppose my will. That's all.
Only league I lost in was the sleeper.
Was Sports and Shenanigans?
Yeah, that's the one I lost in.
And that's the only one I'm 2-0 in.
Mm-hmm. Let's go, but I'm 2-0, baby. Let's go.
Yeah,
Who's next on the chopping block?
You want to brag, bro? You be trying.
And then not only that, but I believe.
You change the name again?
I believe. Yeah. No, yeah, he needed to change it back. He knew.
Don't worry, he'll be back. I'll be talking again soon.
Hold on, and I knew, if I'm not mistaken, you was the highest scoring person last week. Was that right, Eric?
I've been the highest scoring. Oh yeah, he did. You did hold him.
He was the lowest scoring person.
Me?
You was the lowest scoring this week. You was the highest last week. But you're the lowest this week.
What they say? That God give it and He take it away.
Yeah. That part. Yes, sir. Yeah. It's time to go to week 3. Yeah. Who we got week 3? Who you got this week, Eric?
Who you back?
Who you got?
Detroit.
Oh, that's right. You do got Trey. Ooh, you do got Trey this week, don't you? Ooh, I thought it was Trey.
Yeah, we playing against Detroit Lions. Trey for me. That boy been throw 4 touchdowns. We about to. Trey, you better put this. What do you look at the Detroit team? I know you.
Is that Applewhite, Richard Gloria's team?
Yeah,
is that Applewhite?
That's Applewhite.
Okay. Go get he 0-2.
You gonna start Lamar?
Yeah, I'm starting Lamar.
Oh, you starting Lamar now? Oh, now we starting Lamar.
I've been starting Lamar. Lamar been starting since I got him. I don't foresee. What's his name? Getting
change that defense.
Let me see who they got you. Ooh, he got.
Oh, Anthony, you right. It's good and bad. Because every time we have a good game, just
hence the reason in front of the sport. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's just a live and die with it. So yeah, so it's
y'all's is a close. Y'all's is a close game. 117-111. Ooh, that's a close one.
I ain't finished yet.
You better change your defense.
No, my defense is good.
That's a close one.
Bro,
That's
change
a
the
close
defense seriously.
He said seriously
No,
change
no,
it. He said seriously change it.
No, because you're going to
Going
Denver,
against-
bro. Like I'm telling you, no, y'all don't play good in the elements.
You already know, Eric. You already know. You know how you do.
That's all right. We gonna be good. I ain't even got to rely on my defense. Everyone else is gonna do what they got to do. I gotta wait till later in the week to see if some moves being made, but it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, that's our show for today. Everybody, high speed. Glad that y'all was rocking with us this morning. Appreciate Eric coming on to rock with us
man.
as he, you know what I'm saying, he's a person of his word, came on, talk this talk in reference as we got down to the nitty gritty when it came down to the Philly and Minnesota game. More to come, of course. Y'all know where to check us at every Monday through Friday, 9 to 1100 hours right here. Gentlemen, before we get up out here, any last words?
Oh, I just wanted y'all to see that my backdrop. I just wanted y'all to see my backdrop.
What, Eric? What you just said? What it make you laugh? What make you, the Lord give it, the Lord take it away.
Hey, bro, let it go. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in Monday. Yeah. We appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to First Formation as we come to you Monday through Friday, 9 to 1100 hours. That's 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Standard Time for you civilian personnel. Y'all tune in, continue to follow, subscribe, follow, share, do all that good stuff, man. Do all the good things, man. Appreciate you, Zach. Thanks so much, Frat. Eric, what you got to say to him, man?
I want to say, man, to Goat, Bishop, and Trey, man. Hey, we love what y'all do, man. We appreciate y'all, taking y'all time out to do this. So, big shout out to y'all, for doing what y'all do. But really, bro, I look forward to this every day. I've been in my office working.
Thanks,
to y'all talk.
Appreciate you,
man.
Bro.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. With that being said, man, y'all have a blessed Tuesday. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all be safe. Holla back at y'all. We out. Peace. Sign Rule 5 Military Fraternity Incorporated. We'll holla.